Damn it, fucking just move. Move. Oh, shit.
Order for Simone.
Your money, your move. The Venmo debit card.
What's this fucking dude?
What's up, guys? We got the new Heart of David, the Kingdom Come drop. If you guys see, this is the t-shirt, super comfortable. Check out the back. If you like hoodies, we got you covered. Matthew chapter 6, we talk about the prayer. It's right over there. It's a powerful prayer. And if you guys like crew necks, we got you covered with the classic black and white. Very, very comfortable, very, very cozy, and here for a limited time. So go to theheartofdavid.co to collect these items today. I want every baby that's conceived to see life. Why? Because it wasn't the mom that put it together.
What is a human being? A Christian will say, well, human being is made in the image of God and is a soul bearer. Pretty important, right? Whereas a secularist will say a human being is just a random combination of a clump of cells that accidentally came into existence because of billions of years of accidental evolution. What's the big deal if another one just dies? Not a big deal. But we as Christians believe that human beings are image bearers of the divine. And as soon as you believe that, you cannot discard them and call it reproductive health care.
I'm just praying, I don't fight, I do pray. I only go the way of Mr. Yahweh.
It's not often I sit down with somebody and they say something that makes me think.
Oh, this was great.
I love you guys.
You give me something to think about.
My own damn way.
I had a lot of fun in this interview. I'm not educated, but I always speak from
You
my
are
heart.
educated. No, you're great.
I just like asking questions. I
Yeah.
think there's too many people pending they know what's going on. Do you get what I'm saying?
Come Thursday, ASU, we're going to get a huge crowd.
Wow. Look at
Okay.
the way we're starting. That's in. That's the beginning of this podcast.
That's how I roll.
Dude, happy birthday, bro.
Oh, yeah,
Happy
thank you.
birthday.
Thank you. And well, more importantly, congratulations to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Now, did our conversation have any impact
100%,
last time?
absolutely.
Really, that's really great.
Before we dive into this, man, I got the privilege of speaking to you last time. But in between that, I got to see you work. I go to your campuses. I get to see what you're doing. Bro, you are a robot.
Oh,
you are
you're-
not a real human being.
You're very kind. Yeah.
No. That's, I don't even, he thinks like I'm like throwing compliments at you. It's truly, I'm blown away. The other day I was tired and I literally think, I was like, dude, Charlie would be able to do this like 4 times over. Like, I don't know what he's on, but I gotta like, it's good to be inspired by people that can
Well,
get it done.
Thank you. It's a mixture of great genes, purpose, and then you have to optimize the physicality. So, no drugs, obviously, no alcohol, no sugar, no carbohydrates.
So you're on that.
Oh, I mean, that's the only way you can work at the pace that we work at, right? And
When did you change this lifestyle of eating?
well, I mean, it's interesting. I do 3 hours of radio in the fall of 2020, and that's a grind. Like that alone is a really hard job. And after about a year, I was like, man, I'm getting worn down with this. There's only so much adrenal reserves you could tap into. And then had our first baby, gained a bunch of weight. Just a little warning, that might happen to you guys.
No, I did. I think I hit that when I got comfortable. It's comfortability.
100%.
Yeah, I hit that. I got fat.
There's a study that says as your wife gets pregnant, the husband's testosterone rate actually tapers a little bit. There's a lot of very interesting research, and the husband actually gained some weight. So anyway, I was not as healthy as I
Do
wanted
you
to be.
think it's because you're doing things with her and you're stress eating?
Well, so there's something called Kuvad syndrome, which is really interesting, where the audience can look it up, where the husband actually starts, this is the more extreme, where the husband is like, my nipples are hurting, and like I have back pain. It's a legit
All right,
cycle.
real quick, what do you
I've seen that
identify
too.
as?
What do I identify? Yeah, exactly. I identify as Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, let's go.
But Kuvad syndrome is like one of the most amazing psychological conditions where husbands literally start to mimic the birth pains or the pregnancy pains of the wife. I wasn't that far, but there is a theory that if you believe in evolution, which I don't, but there is an argument to say that God designed us in harmony in nature, that you do not want to be hyper aggressive as a man with a baby around. So kind of tapering your testosterone rate as you get the baby makes some sense in the natural world. Anyway, gained a weight, and I was like, I'm not who I want to be, and so I just dove deep in all the health stuff. Found all the literature that you guys would know, which is part of the reasons why I'm wearing the Make America Healthy Again shirt.
I love your t-shirt.
Bobby Kennedy, Mark Hyman, Dr. Daniel Amen, all these amazing, let's just say more contrarian scientists. And I was the most important thing is diet. The most important thing to optimize. And so like just today, I did 3 hours of radio, did 3 hours on campus at Northern Arizona University, NAU, do this, and then we have a long dinner, and it's not a big deal, but you have to treat yourself as if you're an athlete, and every day, from what you eat to how much you sleep and what you put in your body.
I'm not gonna lie, when I saw you on that, you uploaded a few clips of you debating with some people, which I want to get into because they asked some great questions. And I like your videos. I learn a lot from other kids that are, obviously you have some kids that ask ridiculous questions, like, do fat women deserve love too? And like, it's just like a weird mix of people, but you get a few sincere kids that want to learn. And that little information is a good amount, and you get to tap into their heart. But let's take a step back. Robert Kennedy and Trump on
I love
the same stage.
That was at our event. That was not too far from here. We're in an undisclosed location, but we were in Glendale, Arizona, which is of course why I'm wearing the shirt. It's amazing. I mean, it's the first Kennedy ever to endorse Republican. Bobby Kennedy, who ran for the presidency as a Democrat, now endorsing Donald Trump. So profound that if we had honest media, this would be the biggest story for like a month or two.
I think it is, and I think they're doing their best to make it seem like it's not, because you could hear the electricity coming from the crowd. It's truly, and also I've already had conversations with people that are like, okay, cool, like I do like what Robert Kennedy brings to the table. So this is a huge win for Trump, because there's a lot of people that believe the fake news and they believe what they've made him out to be. The gospel talks about this. If they don't assassinate you, they assassinate your character. And I think this did help Trump in a way where people like us that actually care about the ground and the sky and everything that's going along with it, and we don't believe in the fake news, it's good to have that reassurance that his heart is in the right place. So I want to jump into that. How is it that we're going to make America healthy again? That's a great thing to say. Yeah. What are we doing?
I'm far from an expert on this. I encourage people to dive super deep into it. I mean, I've read probably 30 or 40 books on it, and I live it, but it goes a lot deeper than this. And that book, Good Energy by Callie and Casey Means, has really gone viral. It's the #1 book in America. And what they are able to pinpoint in that book, amongst the other community of literature, is that we have a chronic disease epidemic in this country that is far bigger than like systemic racism or climate change or all the other stuff that they have us worry about. And Bobby Kennedy, to his credit, has been pinpointed on this like a heat-seeking missile for the last couple decades.
And it ruined his reputation.
Yeah, so there's two types of illness. There's acute and chronic. So in America, we have the best acute care on the planet. So if you have a heart attack, a gunshot wound, or a broken leg, we can treat you really well, really quickly, and efficiently, and humanely. And no one doubts that. In fact, we're the envy of the world when it comes to acute care. We are one of the worst in not just the Western world, but in all countries on chronic care. That is autoimmune issues, Lyme disease, ulcerative colitis, celiac disease, where your body is attacking itself, and it's more than just a pill. It is a lifestyle issue. Basically, it's a metabolic dysfunction. Right, so your body is not optimizing correctly, and those are byproducts of usually either environmental contaminants or pollutants, and or what you are putting in your body, such as diet, love, sleep, drugs, alcohol. So what Bobby Kennedy argues is that we are actively poisoning our children, actively poisoning the country from the food that we give our kids, from the lifestyle that we elevate and that we do not emphasize enough. And finally, and most importantly, is that our kids are not given a fair shot to be able to succeed if by the time they're 15, they're overweight or obese. So in Japan, this is an amazing study, 3% of Japanese youth are overweight or obese by the age of 15. 50% of American youth are overweight or obese by the age of 15. Something is profoundly wrong with how we are feeding our kids and what we're telling them to do. And it can be as simple as the way we do our farming, the pesticides that we put on our fruits and vegetables, but also if you just look at a typical Lunchables box and what we give our kids in cereal, we are putting things that have been proven in peer-reviewed studies that do not pass the litmus test in Canada, in Germany, in Europe. They do not allow their kids to eat this stuff. We are actively poisoning our kids. So we can start regulatory capture and then saying we want the same food guidelines as Canada. We want the same food guidelines as Japan. I can go deeper if you guys want.
No, I do.
But
actually,
I think this is actually one of the biggest issues facing humanity
No,
right
no,
now.
I want to stay to this because this actually follows up my next question and ties both of these together. 51% of people with faith do not vote. And so I sat there thinking about that after you said that to me. And what I came to the conclusion is this. Usually people that have a lot of faith depend on God. And when we're looking at a world where we grew up, where our government says, we love you, we're taking care of you. And then we grow up and realize that they're shaking hands with these people making money so that they could farm us, so they could disease us, so they could cure us. Why then would I go into the voting booth? Because now I'm just looking at this man slapping me in the face and handing me cake.
Yeah, so I mean, from a Christian perspective, you have a biblical obligation to care about your neighbor. And one of the ways you care about your neighbor is the type of society you live in.
Yes.
And so making sure that we don't have gulags, concentration camps, or eugenics is one way that you can care about your neighbor. We are commanded in Leviticus 19, one of the two things that Jesus said all the laws of the prophet hang upon. Secondly, all throughout the scriptures, we have examples of people contesting for the welfare of the nation that they are in. Jeremiah 29:7, demand the welfare of the nation that you are in because your welfare is tied to your nation's welfare. Daniel prayed and fasted for his nation. In fact, he was imprisoned for defying a government order that he did not like. Esther, Mordecai, Nehemiah, Jeremiah, they were all political figures. Moses, that cared well-being and the type of government that was formed. So we as Christians are concerned for the form and the structure of the government that is constituted around us. Now we happen to, please.
Yeah, amen. And I agree with everything you just said, but it still, faith people base things off of faith. So when they're looking at somebody, smiling at them and giving them the news, it's hard for me to put away the knowledge that I have now. It's like, yeah, we are in a bad place right now, but our presidents before that promised us that they were taking care of us. They put us in this situation. So how do we get people to believe that Donald Trump, RFK are not wolves in sheep's clothing?
Well, a couple things. First of all, your ultimate trust should be in Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Right? And so that he is on the throne, Donald Trump is not. I'm not trying to put Donald Trump on a throne. I'm trying to put him in a temporary four-year position where I think he can assemble the best team to advance the biblical worldview that we care about. I will say that when Donald Trump was president, he did so many good things, and some things I think he could have done better at. But three things that I think fulfill the biblical mandate of what we should care about. Blessed are the peacemakers.
Amen.
Fighting for those who can't fight for themselves, such as children and the unborn, and finally, sovereignty or borders, which is a biblical idea. So let's take one of those at a time. And these are not speculation. He delivered on these three things that every Christian should care about. Number one, blessed are the peacemakers. I'm 31 years old now. For the last 32 years, Clinton, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden, there's only been 4 years where there's been no new wars, and that was Donald Trump. We had peace in the Middle East and the Abraham Accords of Donald Trump brokering peace between Israel, the UAE, and Saudi Arabia. Anyone who knows anything about the region, that's a remarkable accomplishment to get those kind of actors together. Putin did not invade Ukraine when Donald Trump was president. Trump was the peace president. We had less civilians dying, less refugees, less war-related casualties than any time in the last 32 years. The only 4 years that was not the case. Bill Clinton mercilessly bombed the Balkan Peninsula in Serbia and Bosnia. We obviously know Bush invaded Iraq and Afghanistan. Obama started coup d'etats in Libya and Syria and the Arab Spring. Peace for Trump, and then under Biden we had Israel, Palestinian conflict, and of course Russia and Ukraine. So that's number one as Christians. We should care about peace, not war. Number two.
Can I say something about that? Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, that's okay.
I'm just trying to learn. So in the gospel, you're bringing up peacemakers, right? That's better than peacekeepers. That's legitimately, I'm going out to seek peace. What is Donald going to do, and what does he promise to get us away from World War III?
Yeah, exactly. So you must first come from the intent, which Trump has, and he's well on the record, that war is not something to flippantly throw around as a cheap negotiating tactic or bargaining chip. War is the worst thing we can do. And I feel as if Liz Cheney, Dick Cheney, John Bolton, Leon Panetta, the people that Kamala Harris has now surrounded herself with, that were the architects and the authors of the Iraq War, they're very flippant about war. They don't seem to be concerned about the suffering, the death, the casualty, the spending, the PTSD, the veterans issues. I mean, war is the worst thing that human beings can do. It's the worst expression.
People make money off of doing
They
it.
make a lot of money
So
off
how
of
do
it,
we-
and I think it's even deeper than that. I think it's a death cult.
So how do we
So blessed are the peacemakers. Donald Trump will then, before he is president, because Zelensky's already coming to the table, he will put Putin at Putin at the table and Zelensky at the table, and he'll say, "You're not going to get everything you want. You're not going to get anything you want. This ends right now. Mr. Putin, you probably get a portion of eastern Ukraine. Zelensky, stop saber rattling. You're not going to NATO. We're not going to have a couple 100,000 more civilians needlessly dead. This is done. This is over." America is strong enough to broker that deal today because, George, this is what's so important, is that there was a peace deal on the table that would have prevented the Russian-Ukrainian war 5 days into the conflict. Your audience can fact check me on this. This was in Istanbul, Turkey. Tony Blinken and Boris Johnson went to Istanbul, Turkey, and they obliterated the peace deal that was on the table between Zelensky and Putin because they said, no, we will not negotiate with Vladimir Putin. Well, now we have to negotiate with him, and that was the wrong decision, and hundreds of thousands of people needlessly died. So blessed are the peacemakers. I can go deep into that, but it's a peace through strength posture, where Trump is unafraid to project American strength, not weakness, but he is trying to seek conciliation. What America gets is what America wants. We are still the strongest country in the world. It's not China, it's not Russia. We're still the world reserve currency status. We have the greatest military, most aircraft carriers. We don't have the most nuclear weapons, that's Russia, but we still kind of call the shots.
Hey man,
Well, no, I mean,
I don't know if you know this. That's a big weapon, dude.
no, it is. We have a lot of nuclear weapons, but at some point, 20,000 versus 10,000.
Where did they get this, and how did they get this so quick?
Well, the Soviet Union spent tons of money on developing an internal intercontinental ballistic missile nuclear warhead program, starting in the 80s and 90s. And I mean, it's not 80s, I'm sorry, the 60s and 70s, and then it culminated in the 80s and 90s. But anyway, we have a bunch of nuclear weapons, they do too. And almost every metric, though, what America wants. If we demand peace, we will get peace. Right now, the American Foreign Policy Project thinks that Putin is the worst person ever. I don't like Putin. You don't like Putin. Is he like the warmonger of... Is he like the most evil person since Adolf Hitler? I don't think so, actually. I think he's a thug and he's a gangster that is morally equivalent with most kind of Eastern European thugs, to be
How
perfectly
did you
honest.
feel about the Tucker Carlson interview then?
I thought it was fine. I've learned a lot. I mean, here's Putin, a guy that controls a country of 12 time zones, the largest landmass in the country. It's an incredibly diverse country. It's like 10 or 15% Muslim. You have a lot of different mafioso, post-Soviet influences. It's not an easy country to govern. I'm interested to learn about what they think about this. I mean, we should learn about what does Russia think about us.
This video is sponsored by Manscaped. They outdid themselves. The Lawnmower 5.0 Gold Ultra. What? This is nice. Oh my, I almost took out my hair right now. And it would have been nice. I mean, I'm like, oh, my hair, but look how smooth it is. This is one of my favorite brands to work with because as a Middle Eastern man, the trouble of shaving has always been a journey. This one, they've outdone themselves. 2 buttons now. One for power, and then the other one for an LED light. Because when you're in a dark place and you're trying to get the dark place, you know what I mean? You can see it. And these blades aren't just for looks, they're engineered for excellence. The Update Trimmer blades feature a longer, wider, rounder teeth to tackle hair effortlessly, while the foil blade provides a sleek, smooth finish. No. It's not easy to just take off this blade for it. The way that I'm putting on these clips and attacking my hair, it looks like John Wick. I walk in, there's hair everywhere. What? I need to get to this brood. But all joking aside, I never ever travel without my Manscaped. So if you guys want this from 20% off plus free shipping, use my code George. Link is in the description. Hit the gold standard, baby. I just find it fascinating that they do drop the ball on certain equations that you're mentioning, but at the other hand of it, they don't poison their citizens.
Well, no, actually, food is actually way healthier than that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like way healthier.
Yeah, so like, he might have a lot of nukes and also a lot of nutrients.
We have to be fair. Like Russian food, yeah, exactly. Russian food is far more expensive than American food. But yes, Russian food is far more regulated than American food. So I want to just go through this real quick though for Christians though. Blessed are the peacemakers. Number 2, which is fighting for the unborn, something I care about, which I know Donald Trump is not nearly as pro-life as I am. I wish he was more pro-life, but it is what it is.
When did that stop? Because didn't he fight for that?
He was always pro-life, and he gave us the reversal of Roe versus Wade. It didn't stop. What has happened is he's been met with a political hurricane where the country is not pro-life. And
yeah, but that doesn't mean stand down on what your morals are.
he hasn't. He has stood by the reversal of Roe versus Wade, sending it back to the states. He has always been against late-term abortion. He's been consistent on that. He has said that we need, accept for rape, incest, and life of the mother. And look, there are 10 states that have now completely abolished abortion, which is thanks to Donald Trump. And we as Christians should celebrate that and say, thank you, Donald Trump, for giving us that once in a generation type victory. I want to incorporate number 2 and 3 together really quick for Christians should care about. Borders are biblical. There's an entire book of the Bible that is dedicated to building the wall, the book of Nehemiah, which literally is the build the wall book, where Donald Trump...
So Donald Trump stole that.
We should just call him Nehemiah.
Inspiration somewhere.
Exactly.
That's so
Which literally the whole book is about building the wall. But borders are biblical. Without borders, you don't have countries. We know that God's plan for humanity is not a one world government. We know that in Genesis 11, which is the city of Babel, where Nimrod tried to build a one world government upon himself with no borders, one language, one culture. God said, no, we are not okay with that, and scattered the languages amongst the people.
that was us.
I'm aware. The greats.
Don't learn from us, guys. We messed up. But yeah, no, I agree with all
Nimrod
that.
was your people.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, it's so funny because when people bring that up to me, I just like smile. I'm like, that's the only part of the series that they bring up. Whatever.
But it was also a great civilization. But
They were smart. They created math. They created wrestling, astronomy.
wheel?
Yeah. They do. They created me.
There you go.
But so going back to kind of like talking about how RFK is going to, he's really passionate about making America healthy again. And I remember that when we were speaking to him, he was talking about how we need to fix the soil. Like it starts with the soil.
Yeah, it does.
So what's his plan in order to kind of help these farmers all around America completely fix the soil? Because that's going to be a really big job.
Yeah, it's very complicated.
And I don't mean to intrude that, but when I hear that, I also think there's people that are getting paid big bucks to poison us. How is he going to get to that? If we're talking about the root and the soil, we got to get to the wolves and the sheep clothing.
Yeah, so we have to go even more elementary, unfortunately. We first need to make sure that our medical literature and our data is not corrupted by people that have conflict of interest. So,
we learned this in COVID, it was.
yes, and so I know that the soil seems like it's the foundational issue. We first need to build political consensus and medical consensus that we are being actively poisoned. Because here's the problem, guys. It's so obvious to us, right? We see what's in these cereals. We see xanthan gum and blue dye 22 and red dye 17, right? And we see that Reese's peanut butter cups literally have a derivative of petroleum in them. Legit, you guys can fact check it.
No wonder it's the bomb.
It explodes in your mouth.
Some foods are literally like a percent away from being plastic. And now kids, parents have been taking their kids off of all the different dyes, and they see behavioral changes. Like kids are losing their minds, throwing tantrums, and then they change their diet and they can act normal.
Yeah.
How's it going,
and again,
Justin?
I'm not saying that cereal causes autism, but I will say that some ingredients in cereal have been shown to show attention deficit disorder, learning and memory focus issues. And other countries do not have the same rates of autism that we do have in this country. It's about 1 in 22 in California now. 1 in 30 kids in the country have autism or some sort of issue on the spectrum.
Watching
It was
the
1 in
George-
30,000, 25 to 30.
I'm watching the George Janko podcast.
30 years ago.
Wow.
So something has changed. What has changed? Let me tell you, is that the cigarette companies and the addictive companies, as they were starting to get sunsetted and Congress is going after them, they shifted their focus literally to food. And do you notice how addicting food has become? It's not just that it nourishes you. You know this when you go to Europe. You feel full, but
My
you feel
day's kind of
good and
been
intense.
Yeah.
Our food is different.
I
Our
don't
food,
know how to
like, you
explain it.
want
It's
to have
been
that extra
weird today.
Butterfinger.
It's-
You need to have that extra Snickers. You need to have Taco Bell.
I'm trying to not think about it because everything that could happen has happened this morning already. It's crazy.
That. Oh, you just keep
Of
going.
course, though, and there again, you reflect on it. Again, I don't eat any of that food anymore. Praise God, I've been real. I feel like I'm an former alcoholic. I am, 2 years sober from Chick-fil-A
Plastic
fries,
food.
right?
But it's sad.
No, but
it's true.
It's
though.
very
true.
similar. By the
It's
way,
so true.
just be very clear. If you're having a beer a night, or if you had to choose, okay, I'm gonna have a glass of red wine at night, which I'm not a drinker, not a fan of, or I'm gonna go have Taco Bell every day. I would much rather have have you have a glass of red wine than have you have Taco Bell. I mean, it's not even close, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And you are being actively poisoned by the ingredient profile, but also it just from look. There's 3 types of food. I don't need to go too deep in this unless you guys want, right? There's proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. And another thing that Trump can do, and that Bobby Kennedy will do before we even get to the soil, we need to blow up the food pyramid. The food pyramid is pure propaganda. So we were raised, believing that you should have foundational bread, wheat, rice, potatoes. Ain't wrong. So out of proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, what if I told you you only need proteins and fats to survive? If you have no carbohydrates the rest of your life, you're perfectly fine. If you have no proteins, you die. If you have no fats, you die. Now, we think fats is a bad thing, but there are many different types of fats. They're avocado oil, olive oil, almonds, right? I mean, those types of fats are very, very good for you. And of course, protein, needless to say, without protein, you can have muscle mass and you die. But so what we've been told, though,
I don't know what we're having. I got a burrito at Taco Bell earlier, and I still haven't ate it. So that's what kind of day it's been. It's like, just haven't felt right today, if that makes sense. Kind of out there today. It'll get better. It always does. Not always in my case, but in most people's cases, it gets better. Mine just gets weirder.
is that heavy carbohydrate diet, which then makes you incredibly insulin resistant. It increases and spikes the type 2 diabetics likelihood profile in this country. And we're wondering why our kids are so obese or overweight, because we have literally nuclear bombed their metabolic system at a young age. We are sending them these sugar high type concentrated foods, and they're not able to process or digest them correctly. So what can you do to answer your question? We need to blow up the food pyramid, and we need to basically say it needs to be more like a food circle, which is you can have maybe 10% of your diet should be carbohydrates, right? 30% of your diet should be proteins, and then 60% of your diet should be healthy fats. Cashews, pecans, almonds, olive oil, avocados, so on and so forth.
Yeah. I think that
Sorry, I could talk about this stuff forever.
No, it really did. Like, your ability to hold on to this information and regurgitate it the way you do.
But the health stuff I live, which I don't get. I'm glad we're talking about this. One of the reasons why I'm so excited to try to get Donald Trump in the White House is that we'll finally have a beachhead. Because let me tell you this. Bobby Kennedy reached out to the Kamala Harris campaign and said, hey guys, we're actively poisoning our society, most importantly our kids. Can we meet about this? This shouldn't be a political issue. Can I please meet with you? She is bought by food lobbyists. She's bought by war lobbyists. She's bought by abortion lobbyists, and she's bought by food lobbyists, amongst many others. The lobby gets almost no attention, right? When you think of lobbyists, you probably think of like war lobbyists, right? Or drug company lobbyists. You don't think of lobbyists for Nestle. You don't think of lobbyists for companies that are literally trying to tell your elected leaders, vote no on trying to remove poison from your kids' Snickers. I mean, that is as evil as it gets, right? And we're talking about Kellogg's cereal, okay? So Kellogg's cereal, which was started in Battle Creek.
I don't feel bad. I don't know how to explain it. It's just stuff in my head. I'm not sick. I'm just, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it.
Michigan has two different types of cereal. One for the Canadians, which are not colorful dyes, or the ones for Americans that are full of colorful dyes that create attention issues and potentially create autistic type behavior. And they refuse to make the Canadian ingredient profile because kids like the colorful ones better, and it sells more and it's more addictive. We as a country are prioritizing making money and profit above the well-being and the health of our kids. And so Donald Trump has made this a primary focus of his campaign. Bobby Kennedy is a co-chair of the transition team. I think this is non-political. And by the way, you know what's so funny? This used to be a liberal type issue. People on the left used to care about nutrition, health, wellness, vitality, a lot more than conservatives had. And we've seen this inversion. And I'm happy to say that Donald Trump and Bobby Kennedy have this alliance to try to make our country healthy again. I'll make one final thing. We will not heal our divides politically. We will not be able to solve the suicide epidemic, the principles of how we are actively poisoning our metabolic condition on a daily basis.
I couldn't agree more. I think it's the root to everything. It's how we can heal ourselves. It affects absolutely every aspect in our lives. So thank God for Trump and RFK doing that. And it is kind of crazy when you think about it that the liberal side doesn't want to tap into that portion of things, you know what I mean, of our well-being.
And I think deep down they want, I mean, look, they're the ones that like shop at Whole Foods, right? And I mean, this is the only explanation. They are so blinded by their hatred of Trump that they will not allow themselves to even agree on the most agreeable political issues. And I think that's really sick.
This video is sponsored by Manscaped. They outdid themselves. The Lawnmower 5.0 Gold Ultra. What? This is another sit down and see where we can attack that. But I want to jump into this Jubilee video that you did.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
that was something.
what was this? How did you even get a part of this?
Well, a couple things. First of all, I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, dude, that was fun to watch.
Yeah, jeez. It was difficult because, first of all, Mikey will tell you that thing was 85 degrees in there. Okay, and
Oh, really?
that did not come across. I'm telling you, that thing was, they hotboxed us in there. Okay, no, I'm not right, Mikey. I'm not. I'm wearing like I am sweating through. I mean, so I think they wanted it hot
funny,
to try to
yeah.
increase the tensions of the room.
Totally.
Number two, and I have no hard feelings against Jubilee. They were great and honest brokers and actors, except for one thing. They say that it was 25 college kids. Half of them were college kids. Half of them were like professional TikTok debaters. Again, I'll debate
The
anybody.
Parker kid.
Yeah, and then
yeah.
also Dean and some of these other people. I have no issues with any of it. I'll debate anybody anytime. Great.
But they set you up.
Well, they sort of did. Like when you think of a college kid, you think of like some meandering kid after an econ class. I don't care. I'll debate anybody anytime. But it's also like, okay, this kid has 1 million TikTok followers and he's getting his master's degree in economics. Like, okay, that's a little bit different. Again, no issue. I thought I thought they were hyper emotional, constantly try to change the topic. I don't quite understand the red flag thing. It was very bizarre. We were all just trying to raise the red
Anytime
flags.
it got somewhere good, then because they didn't like that you were making a point, then they would put the flags up. So it would end.
Yeah, I mean, it's gone.
Have you talked to Parker since?
No.
I haven't met this man. I've never heard of this man. But when I saw him debating, a part of me was like, I love the way this guy debates. I could see why people would
No,
understand.
I disagree. I thought it was I think I'm with you.
No, hold on. I'm not even finished. I'm not even finished.
No,
I
it's very
really,
disingenuous.
No, I think that if he has a passion of debating, but I think he's still young. I think his passion's there, and I think he could be fighting for the right thing.
He's very smart.
I think he's how old?
Yeah,
He's
very
young.
Yeah, he's like 21.
Yeah, he's young. I think that if he really because you got to remember, even Candace Owens was on the wrong side of the fence. But then once she developed her skills of how to speak to people, when she came to our side, she's a great representation of what we need.
That's a fair point.
I want to see this kid learn and develop. I think what happens, this is my perspective. I don't know who this kid is, but I think he's getting a lot of people encouraging the way that he's behaving. So he's like speaking above you and talking fast and not letting you speak. And I think once he learns that, like, hey, you should listen to the person that's talking to you, he might be able to digest what those people are saying. And then he can come and argue for us.
Sure. I mean, look, we were trying to debate about college, and he comes in and he's trying to ask me about like epistemological questions of God.
Yeah.
And I was like, can we stay focused? And then he would like berate and mock me for not wanting to debate this very like unrelated topic that he wants to debate. And so that is by definition a disingenuous debater. I will say one thing: the kid Dean, there's a big internet thing about him. They're trying to cancel him because he said the N-word when he was a kid. I actually want to come to his defense. I haven't said this publicly. Again, I thought he was actually a really sweet kid when I met him. I think it's totally wrong. I don't care if you say the N-word when you're 14, 15, 16 years old. It's called being a kid, you stupid, dumb stuff. And so a lot of people are trying to cancel Dean. I think it's totally wrong. And like liberals trying to cancel him and conservatives. So I just want to put that in there. I think we have to be very principled about it. And like, he's getting all these people that are trying to disassociate. Very smart kid. I actually think Dean is more likely to one day become more conservative because he's intellectually honest. Again, the Parker thing was just so ridiculous at times. Again, just so understand, anyone that is not like a far left-wing zealot would text me about it and be like, this kid is like deranged. I mean,
No, he definitely had some type of it felt like, and I'm not trying to say anything disrespectful, it seemed like he was on some type of drug that he was like speaking really quick.
You know when you're nervous and you're trying to get your point across, and so you're like, you have to say it all, and it was just so exhausting.
Again, I understand. I want you to understand the context. 85 degrees. I have to defeat every one of them, so they're all fresh. Okay, so I want you to understand the equivalent. It would be like I have to beat 25 people in one-on-one basketball. And I don't get a break. Okay, and again, I'm sweating through this suit. It's as hot as the Caribbean. Okay, and.
Well, and it's difficult because you're sitting across, I think, like, and certainly from college students, you're more emotional, and if something bothers you, you kind of like to react with an insult.
Well, and then they're also like heckling me. And by the way, they didn't even, you couldn't hear the audio. They're like chanting at me and like, come on, white boy, come on. Like, who is talking to me right now?
Just FYI, everybody here's white. Like,
well, there was some not white people. But yeah, then these other people are like chirping at me.
Yeah.
Being like, you're lucky we didn't bring up January 6th. And so I'm like chirping back here, and this girl is wishing my daughter gets raped. And
I know.
no, you didn't.
Yeah.
No, that's a real thing.
I just watched clips, dude. I can't
Oh,
handle
no,
a
it's a
whole
re-
hour.
I
of
like the
that.
one point where somebody else was talking and you put them in check and you're like, but you be faster next time if you want to talk. Because they were talking when they weren't their time. It was so good.
Yeah, okay,
but
so,
I also
oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Well, actually, it does add to this. How do you feel about when people say that you only come after college students?
Well, it's not true. I've debated professors, PhDs. That's number one. I'll debate anybody at any time. You can go look at my debates. Literally, I have like 10 or 12 debates against people that are literal PhDs. I didn't go to college. That's number one. Number two, if it's 1 on 25, don't you think it's a little bit more fair? I mean, again, number three, though.
No, I mean, it was.
But hold on. I
It
just
was.
want to understand. Implied, that's not your question. I understand. But I want to, embedded in the question is this idea that like college kids don't vote or don't have rights. Aren't the most important people to talk to are the stakeholders of the next generation?
Yeah.
These are kids that could serve in our military. They can vote. Let's stop talking down to these kids and start talking to them and hearing them. And again, my college campus tours have evolved over the years. I'm not here to punk you or make you look bad. I'm literally trying to teach. And I think if I'm teaching, how is it any different than what a professor does on campus with these kids? And so it's like a silly thing. They'll say, oh, Charlie only debates college kids. Like, okay, literally, I've sat down with Ben Burgess, for example, who's a PhD professor from Georgia, and we debated socialism over 2 hours. I'll debate anybody, anytime, any place, politician, current, former, old, young, you name it. And it just so happens in that one, they were like, yeah, 1 against 25. I was like, okay, you know.
First of all, that's seriously sick that you could even have the confidence to do that. But through that whole situation between you and Parker, I know it's a little irritating, and I know we're all here laughing, but there's a lot of children that are on his side of the fence that watched the way he reacted and was like, this doesn't seem like he's very confident in what he's saying. He's being very, what is it, gaslighting? Is this what these kids are saying? Like,
yeah.
they're
He would
gaslighting.
answer his question and then be like, you didn't answer my question.
Yeah,
He did.
so as much as we could understand that that's foolish, but I think a lot of people did learn from it. I think it opened up a lot of people's eyes. Would you ever be open to sitting down with him again and speaking to him?
Parker, I mean, that's maybe, yeah, I mean, he'd have to clean up his act. Dean, for sure. And I actually have a heart for Dean in a way, not in a romantic way, obviously, but like,
Yes.
I have a heart for that kid. Like, I actually think
So funny that you said that.
Well, I mean, because society is so
So
sick,
funny.
right? But no, I think he's on a journey of intellectual discovery, and I feel bad for him that he's getting rolled all over the internet because of something he said when he was 16. I think that's super unfair. Because think about it, like, this is something he said when he was 16 in private DMs. He goes viral on this video because of me and the other video, and next thing you know, his entire history gets like he didn't ask for that. So I think that's super unfair. But yeah, I mean, I'll talk to
have him
anybody.
on and talk to
I
him.
will talk to anybody, any place, as long as they don't.
Have a good one, Justin.
Don't exist to troll, and they're doing it in good faith. If you come in good faith, I'll talk to him anytime. Parker's right on the edge of good faith, though. It's not a good faith act at times.
But you got to remember, he's young, dude. He might be influenced by his people.
Fair enough, then he has to act older and mature.
Yes.
To warrant another sit down.
Got it.
Right.
I think, and this might be shooting my shot out there, I would love to have both you guys on the show sitting down. And not that I'm a mediator, because people would know that I agree a lot more with your ideas. But I think that if you guys had a place and a setting where it wasn't timed, and you didn't have people saying that your daughter was getting raped, like, I think it would be a bit more of like, let me actually understand your point of view. But that sit down where it's like crossfire and it's points, and let me take out the guy who takes everybody out. It looked to me more like a royal like battle than it did. Like,
Well, yeah, and I'm like trying to fend off the. I mean, as soon as I have a good attack, boom, another one comes, and boom, another one comes. It was a very unusual format.
It's very interesting.
It was
It's
entertaining.
actually something I wanted to ask you because, I mean, obviously you're used to this and you're used to debating with people, and when people don't get their way, they like to throw insults if certain points aren't making across. How do you deal with that? Because it must get a little difficult at times. Some people, they like to, insult the way you look or something that you said, and does that affect you a little bit?
No, it doesn't. Look, if you have to in my physical appearance, then you probably don't have much to say about my ideas, which means my ideas are probably pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, it doesn't bother or faze me. You can't let that stuff get to you.
Cool. I've been
Okay.
practicing not getting offended just off the Bible verses. Only a fool is offended.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I don't want to be a fool.
Mm-hmm. And, it just gets so choking.
All right, let's get into it. What are you worried about, man? Like, I want to learn a little bit more about the election. What are you scared that it could turn, and what are things that you're hoping we could press on?
Yeah, I mean, look, I want to kind of go back to something I said earlier. I'm really worried that a bunch of Christians aren't voting. I'm very concerned about that. Trump could win. Kamala could win. Look, the problem with this election is that it feels bigger than other elections in the past.
Way bigger.
Because we no longer have a Democrat Party that wants the same basic things that we have always wanted, such as a secure border, a stable currency, and the American dream for the next generation. So I imagine in your audience, there's some people that have made up their mind on this election. And let me speak to them. Here is a fact. They are the first generation since George Washington to have it worse off than their parents. It has never happened before in American history. Every generation has had it at least as good or better than their parents. That's what we call the American dream. You come to this country, you grow up in this country, your kids are going to have a better shot at the American dream than you do. They'll be wealthier, whatever the metric is. Our generation is sicker, fatter, more depressed, more anxious, more Medicaid, harder to buy a home. Here's one number. When Trump was president, you could buy a home with $75,000 of combined annual income a year. Now, $130,000 a year. That's in 4 years. So homeownership is quickly getting out of grasp for the next generation. Their wages aren't going up with inflation, grocery prices are going up. And we touched on this in our original conversation, which is super simple, which is that you don't have to overthink this. If you cannot walk at night in the great American cities, your leaders have failed and they should be fired. This is not complicated. I don't need a chart. I don't need a graph. I don't need data. I don't need an economist. If you don't feel safe walking the streets of LA, Denver, or Phoenix at night, somebody who is in charge has not done their job and somebody else needs to be replaced. That's not the case in Singapore. It's not the case in Tokyo. But in the Western world, we act as if it's like normal that you have to lock yourself in an apartment at 8 p.m. because the sun is going down, or you need armed security, or that you can only go in certain neighborhoods. It's outrageous and it's wrong, and we shouldn't put up with it. But yet, to the next generation, if you want to restore and renew your access to the American dream, you've seen what Kamala Harris and Joe Biden have done. Harder than ever to find good paying jobs. You can't buy homes. You'll be a nation of renters. And not to mention, we have allowed 10 million new people into this country illegally, without permission, that are newcomers, that were not invited, that have inflated the price of housing. Let me just make this super simple argument. Why is housing becoming more expensive? Well, when you have more people, 10 million more people, that are then trying to compete for a finite good, it increases the price of it. This is why sand is cheap and diamonds are expensive. Supply and demand. There's only so much of things in the world. And so what Kamala Harris has done is she said there are no restrictions, no background checks. And let me speak to people's emotions for a second. Under her leadership on the border, quote, we have 320,000 missing kids in this country. We don't know where they are. You guys can fact check me on that, by the way. That's not a Charlie Kirk statistic. That's the Department of Homeland Security. We don't know where they are. They could be sex slaves. They could be trafficked for labor. They could be just generally missing. That's 320,000 missing kids. What kind of a society are we if that is okay? Under Trump, border crossings were an all-time low. We had a border. The Border Patrol Council just endorsed Trump. And the final point I'll make is this, is you're not voting for Trump. You're voting for which side is going to create a roster of 5,000 people that better fits with your worldview. Trump is just the figurehead, if you will. There are 5,000 staffing positions that need to be made of people that will determine whether or not you have a border, whether or not your wages are going to go up, how foreign policy be operated. So do you want your government to be filled with people like Anthony Fauci and Tony Blinken and Dylan Mulvaney, people like that? Or would you rather have people like Elon Musk, Tulsi Gabbard, and Bobby Kennedy filling your government? It's a pretty simple choice.
I like that you said you're not hiring just him, you're hiring the 5,000 that they elect to go and help. Okay, but let's break that down, right? Because people can make promises, but I want to see where that promise has potential. When I see him speaking and these children and wives and husbands are like, we need better borders. When he was in Arizona, there was people that were driving from the border. They're like, yo, it's getting ridiculous. And he says, I will get them back out of this country and put them back to where they belong and put a good border up. That sounds fair and nice. He says that he's going to stop sending money to other countries' wars and he's going to put it back into the American pockets. That sounds nice. Now, you said that you have failed leaders. Now, I go to cities like San Francisco and it's kind of ridiculous out there. You could go steal, you could loot, you could do whatever.
Under $900.
And they have a sign saying under $900. Okay, so that is failed leadership. What is Donald Trump going to do to these city leaders? And does he have the power to remove them from their positioning?
He does not have power to do that, but there's a lot he can do to clean up our city. So let's first start on the border. What can he do? Well, he just needs to do everything he did for those 4 years. He needs to reinstate what's called the Remain in Mexico policy, which means you don't get to come into America and apply for asylum if you are actually seeking asylum asylum, you must fill out your application in Mexico while we do your paperwork. So what we do now is we allow you into the country. We say, oh, you have a court date in 3 years. Thanks so much. See you later. And no one actually shows up for their court date. They come into the interior of the United States and they disappear forever. That's number one. Number two is we must give Border Patrol the tools that they need to prevent the flow of people at the southern border. We need to give them the resources, give them manpower, give them the ability to do the job. Number three is that we must deport the people that are violent criminals. Under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, 13,000 people that have been convicted of murder have come. come into the interior of the United States. There are 13,000 people that were convicted of murder in another country here in America right now. Just the other day, they arrested a person in Oklahoma City that came under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's open border policy from Afghanistan, who planned a terrorist attack on Election Day in Oklahoma City. So I can go into the specifics more if you want. From the American major...
Why are they letting that happen? Why are they letting people in? Are they trying to get their votes?
Some would say that, but let me give you a more innocent explanation. I think that's probably right.
But how can they vote if they're not a citizen?
They're figuring out ways.
Yeah, but maybe in the future they have kids. But let me give you a much more agreeable definition that if a liberal was sitting here, they would agree with. They view the world differently than we do. You see, they say that America is for everybody, and that anybody should be able to come, and that if it decreases or diminishes our standard of living, so be it, because the world is one big project, and borders are kind of an antiquated idea, and it's a colonialist experiment. So why shouldn't someone from Honduras just be able to come on up? Now, we believe that you do not have borders, you don't have a nation, and that government is constituted to first serve its citizens, that we have a big heart, but you must first deliver for your citizens before you open your door.
Hell yeah.
And that is...
Citizens before fucking any other country. Any other fucking country. If you come here legally, I'm cool with you being here. But if you come here illegally, send your ass back over the fucking border.
That's the way families work, that's the way homes work, and that's the way a nation should work. Liberals would say, but what's the big deal? Why can't we just bring in another 100 million people? We're a big country, we can do it, we can facilitate it. We would say, you'll lose your culture, you will lose your history, you will become something completely different, and if you import the third world, you will become the third world. And so why are they doing it? It's hard to pinpoint, George, but at the fundamental core, there is definitely this bleeding heart syndrome where they think America is the best example I could give is they think America is open for looting the way that Louis Vuitton was open for looting during the George Floyd riots. It's open season, take whatever you want.
And it's very fair to say, you can't take care of others if you can't take care of yourself. If you're not well enough, how can you help other people? Which makes sense for our country.
Yeah.
And so going back to the voting point of it, because I know that in the past, a lot of people have felt like, oh, is my vote even really being counted or is it being changed? So how can people election season know that their vote is secure and it's truly being inputted?
Yeah, it's a great question. So we're running a massive get out the vote operation at Turning Point Action. We have over 1,500 full-time people that are working just on this project. It's the largest in the country. So a couple things, that you can track your vote. For example, in Arizona, you can see and make sure that your vote is actually processed and counted in real time. There's a website for it, and you can actually make sure your vote has gone through. If you guys want to vote in person, that's fine. But everybody in this audience needs to vote in general. There is no reason not to vote. And even if you have questions about how your vote is tabulated and how it's counted, not voting is a guarantee that your vote won't be counted. But voting at least gives you a potential opportunity that you can be in the game and that your vote can be counted. But voting is the absolute minimum. It's about influencing your friends to vote. It's about activating. And look, this election cycle, it feels bigger because, look, if Kamala Harris were to win, she wants to get rid of the filibuster. She wants to add DC and Puerto Rico as states, abolish the Electoral College. I believe we'll get closer to World War III. She wants to eliminate American energy independence. She will hyperinflate the economy through trillions of dollars of mass spending. Said differently, guys, it'll be season 2 of what we've seen in season 1 here. And season 1 is a horror show. Look, from the Afghan withdrawal, from the invasion on the southern border, from the inflation crisis, we are $36 trillion in debt right now. We're borrowing $2 trillion a year. We can't afford this current trajectory that we're on. And I'm afraid a second term or a Kamala Harris term would potentially be a death blow to the United States of America. Besides that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play?
Yeah. This is deep. It's getting there, and it's so funny to see how the world has become. Like, bro, like the fact that we have Kamala Harris on her daddy is
Yeah.
And it's great because we're using the influences that we have and we're participating, and now the internet is real. There is a layer of it, but I think before I speak, how did you feel about that interview?
I didn't watch it. I watched parts of it. I hope Alex Cooper finds Jesus because wherever she's been looking for joy and happiness, obviously it hasn't worked. So yeah, Kamala has a lot in common with Alex Cooper, right? They've both...
Why'd your boy just start laughing, dude?
I think your audience can figure it out.
Wait, did something go past my head?
I think you just don't have anything great to say, so you're like, I'm just gonna leave it at what it is.
No,
I think there's something else,
we have a
dog.
lot in common.
Dude, I'll beep it out. Could you just like fill me in?
No, I mean, look, Kamala Harris slept her way to the top, obviously, and we know
We're so stupid.
that. Yeah, Willie Brown knows. I mean,
Call her daddy. Did she sleep her way to the top? I don't think she did.
Well, Georgie,
Did she
her
talk-
show, it's
But
her show's all about her sexual experiences.
I mean,
It doesn't
look,
mean
I-
she's-
No, hold on. As much as like, if we're gonna judge, let's righteously judge. She didn't sleep her way to the top. She expressed sleeping positions, tolerant. Girls listen to
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
You
Because
can
her content-
condemn her-
she talked about sleeping her way to the top.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. No. Listen, I truly think I like to see the best in people. And I think what happens is she saw a very powerful woman about to sit in front of her as she's walking into being a very powerful woman. So they were engaging in friendly conversations, but the direction didn't really gauge into a place that is bettering where we should go. And I think there's a lot of
look,
softball pitches. But I don't think she slept her way to the top.
Well, no, but I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, like, Alex Cooper got her start bragging about, like, women gaming men and having
Yes, but
hookup
Yeah,
culture.
that's her
multiple men
content.
have gained their way by doing the same thing. So it's like,
Well, I mean, I
we
don't know
can't
of a
just-
lot of men's sex podcasts.
Look at me. I'm just kidding.
I'm sure they're out there.
Oh,
I mean,
what about that one with the Adam
Adam Levine.
I'm so sorry for my ignorance, but the guy who was Adam 22.
I have
What
no
about
idea.
him?
I'm sure it exists.
And there's lots of content like this out
I
there,
get what
but
you're
you know.
saying. Okay, well, we'll just take it a little
No,
bit
I
back.
said I hope Alex Cooper finds Jesus. She needs him.
I just this is gonna be a tough conversation. This might not make it, but never mind. We're not even gonna.
I mean, she's just on the different side of things, and
I was gonna talk about the abortion aspect of things.
I'm happy to talk about abortion.
Okay, let's talk about that. This is a tough conversation. How I see things is, I think that pro-life. I want every baby that's conceived to see light. Why? Because it wasn't the mom and dad; it was the hand of God that put it together.
Amen.
Okay, but that being said, as a Christian, I do see people walking around sinning every day, and it does not give me the right to walk into their home, grab them by the neck, and tell them how Jesus wants them to behave. I see both sides of it. It's my body, it's my choice, but also you can't make me believe in what you're believing. We're both fighting for our rights. They're fighting for their bodies, we're fighting for our minds. Do you get what I'm saying here? So where do we meet in the middle? Because I see people that are like, well, what if she's raped, or God forbid, what if she's like 11, what if she's sick? In my mind, the first questions I ask is, could there be a law that, we have a car and we have rules and regulations. Could there be for them what they're fighting for if, God forbid, the woman was raped, or God forbid, she is 11, or God forbid, she is going to get sick? Is there ways that we could go and have that conversation? Okay, I just wanted to put that out there to let them know that my heart is out there. I want to have that conversation. The other aspect of it that I want to speak about that I don't find it fair is watching men crying outside while the woman has every right to go walk in there and do what's going to permanently change that man's life. I don't understand how that's even fair. So, to be honest, the reason I didn't want to speak about this topic is because I'm not educated
No,
enough.
we don't have to if you don't want to.
No,
but-
I'd like to hear your opinion. I just wanted to get out what I feel on it.
Yeah, I mean, I talk about this topic all the time, but yeah, look. So, can I challenge you a little bit on it?
Yeah,
Is that
please,
okay?
please, please.
As long as you give me your permission.
Oh,
I don't
of
want
course.
to. It's your show. So, should we be able to tell a mom you can't kill your 2-year-old?
Should we be able to? Absolutely.
Okay, then why is it any different if it's in the womb?
I understand that completely. But same as I go up to read and say you should not do drugs because you're harming your temple and God gave you that, God also didn't make me king of everything.
Should it be illegal to kill your 2-year-old?
I think it should be.
And why should it be illegal to kill your 2-week-old?
I think it should be.
Okay, then then we agree. Then there's-
Whoa. We
no,
agree.
I know, but then there's no issue. Because the moral dimension doesn't change based on where a human being is, right?
Yeah.
So we don't change our moral scorecard based on if you're sitting on a couch or if you're sitting in a room. We judge things morally regardless of the location of a human being.
I totally understand that. And I just want this to be very, very clear. If I could snap my fingers, there would be no abortions ever again.
No, of course, I know your heart. of
100%.
course.
But, dude, there's like a lot of trauma that we're just steamrolling past. And I think that we've gotten to the conclusion of like, no, they either have to see it from our point of view or it's not even a thing.
Yeah,
I saw a girl who's melting down in the college and she's yelling at a guy about the the pro thing. She's screaming at him, screaming at him. I'm like, this girl's a lunatic. And then at the very last ending of it, she says, I had an abortion. You could tell that destroyed her.
We got to be morally clear about this. I could talk about the rape thing ad nauseum. I happen to believe it should be illegal in the case of rape. I'm not in the majority of the country. It's a fringe opinion. Trump doesn't share my view. Okay. But if you ask somebody, hey, okay, fine, we'll make it legal for rape, incest, life of the mother, but we'll make it illegal for the other instances. Do you want that? They'll never say yes. Why? Because it's now become one of the leading forms of birth control in this country.
No, that's not okay.
No, but that's what I'm saying is that rape, incest, life of the mother is less than one of the cases, less than 1%.
I'm only expressing the thing that I'm watching tears in their eyes, and I just want the other side to know that we're hearing them.
I love your heart, and I hear them, right? But I hear the silent cries of the baby that wasn't able to be born.
I agree.
And we're minimizing it. It is dehumanizing language that is no different than what has happened in the eugenics movement of the Holocaust of how we treat abortion. So let me just kind of riff on this for a second. Abortion is this thing where we decide to suspend all of the moral rules and guidelines, and we say that the moral standards that we have for grown humans or developed humans, or let's say adult humans more so than developing humans, doesn't matter. For example, we think murder is wrong, we think we all agree at this, right? Shouldn't be able to kill your 2-year-old. But if all of a sudden the baby can't be seen and is super small, we're like, oh, actually the rules don't apply. It's because we have these carve-outs because we think it's unique. But what is unique about it? Okay, so yes, it temporarily requires 9 months of gestational assistance in utero from the umbilical cord from the mother. But it has its own DNA, it has its own soul, we believe, and its own heartbeat, own brainwaves, own fingerprints. And so what I'm getting at, though, is that as a society, we have said that, hey, we're going to keep on allowing abortion out of narcissism, convenience, and not taking responsibility. And I'm not trying to bash people that have abortions. I feel for you. We should be able to give you recovery and reconciliation. Only through Christ is that possible. But there are two victims when there is an abortion, okay? There is the baby that was the light of the day and the damaged mother, both of which. And the way you prevent that is you say, we do not want abortions to be able to occur anymore. I understand it's not politically feasible. I understand people like abortion. But I'm going to keep on standing for moral truth, even if it's unpopular.
Got it. I just wanted to make it on the record that I do stand with the gospel.
No, of course.
Yeah, I just wanted the viewers to know, not you. I know you know where I'm coming from. I just wanted the viewers to know that I am standing with the gospel on this. But also know that when I was growing up, there was a lot of kids around me that did drugs because they're...
I'm coming. turned my ceiling fan on last night because like I got both my fans on and it's still warm in here. Yeah, with my fans and everything, it stays about 70 in here. Yeah. That record. I'm gonna get the record. I'm gonna get the record.
Mom is like, if I find out you do drugs, I'm gonna. And then when they have the opportunity, but when my mom sat me down and taught me out of love why they shouldn't, then when it was around me, I didn't make that decision because I knew where the love came from and what my real decision should be. And the decision was in my hand. So there was no ego or pride being like, it's not my mom's. Or but what I'm saying is, I just want to be at least one person. I know you do a great job. I know Mikey's doing a great job.
Mikey's great.
I just want to be at least on the other side of what they're looking at one person smiling at them and saying, I love you.
Of course. And
I want to listen to you.
And I want, by the way, you have a big platform. There will be a woman that sees this that's contemplating an abortion.
Yeah, and I pray that she doesn't.
And I hope she takes a pause. And I'm going to be very honest with you. The next 9 months will be hard. Your body will change. You're going to go through mood swings. And then it's not going to get much easier once the baby comes in. But it is worth it beyond anything I can put into words for you to deliver that baby into the world. And you might not feel that for the first year, first 2 years or 3 years, 4 years or 5 years, but there will be a moment you wake up and you will feel a significance and accomplishment that is greater than any sort of.
I've had some amazing things happen in my life, but there's no feeling, and I mean none, like the feeling that when they put your kid in your arms and you hold your kid for the first time, there's no feeling like that. Like, none. Like, that is the most amazing feeling you'll ever feel in your whole life. You're holding your kid's life in your hand, and that's your kid. My 2 kids, when they were born, that was the most amazing feeling when I got to hold both of them for the first time. Awesome.
Being a CEO of a shoe company or getting an extra bonus of a stock thing or going out clubbing with your friends.
Amen.
So if that even reaches one woman in this audience,
Amen.
I pray that it does. And I want you to know that you're loved and you're supported. And finally, there are thousands of what is called pregnancy resource centers, which exist to support women in crisis, that they can have the psychological, religious, spiritual support, diapers, baby formula, whatever you need, and they exist for you. And you have to know that you are not alone, and that you can reach out for help, and that they tell you that abortion is the only option, and that is a lie from the pit of hell.
You know, and I think, like, certainly watching you did this with some younger women, you know, in the Jubilee video about abortions.
Yeah.
What I wish, because obviously, yes, there's those cases, the 1%, right, where it comes from a really poor situation, which is really awful. But for all the others who choose it because you're like, well, I'm too young, what am I going to do? My life is over, or I can't go through this. I wish there was a resource where women could learn through understanding and the meaning of it, you know? And I think, and unfortunately, I also think that comes from the wisdom of God, because he lets us understand that it's not just ourselves and that we're not living a selfish life, but we're supposed to live our lives for others, and we're supposed to serve others. And that if we had more, and I wish that if women were able to get that understanding from the Lord, the love from the Lord, understanding how much it means that you're doing it for the life of someone else, you know, and truly understood like what that meant, you know, I think it would change their heart so much, and understand that, like, okay, I'm gonna have to take a sacrifice for 9 months because this isn't what I want for my life, and this is not where I saw myself. But if you're able to take that sacrifice, then you're doing it for something so much greater than yourself.
Beautifully put. And that goes.
And the thing is, You can give it up for adoption right away. Like, you have the baby, somebody else, you can have somebody else pay for everything. You have the baby, and as soon as it leaves the room, it could already be adopted. And you didn't have to deal with it. You didn't take its life. You gave it to somebody else that couldn't have a baby right off the bat.
It's to one of the more important civilizational questions. What is a human being? So a Christian will say, well, human being is made in the image of God and is a soul bearer. Pretty important, right? Whereas a secularist will say a human being is just a random combination of a clump of cells that accidentally came into existence because of billions of years of accidental evolution. What's the big deal if another one just dies? Not a big deal, right? It's no different than eliminating a frog or a toad or a piece of bacteria. But we as Christians believe that human beings are image bearers of the divine. And as soon as you believe that, you cannot discard them and call it reproductive health care.
Right.
If we are speaking to somebody out there that's listening that's contemplating that idea, just know that he's going to fail, I'm going to fail, she's going to fail, but the one that's not going to fail is Christ. And so even if it's in your secret closet, even if you don't want to speak to your parents about it, truly before you make such an impactful decision, invite the Lord in.
Amen.
I promise you. It says in the scripture, come as you are, and it's very hard to understand that. Come as you are means, regardless of where you're at in your mental, how you view God, where your positioning is, come to him and he will reveal himself to you. It is the Holy Spirit. The reason we have such a love for Christ is God's grace that we have the love for Christ. Poured his wisdom into us for us to even be able to acknowledge such a deity as that.
Mm-hmm.
So all it takes is an invitation. I think this episode was incredible.
Thank you, guys.
I know
Can
you're
I-
going. Yeah, please.
Can I make one final plea?
Yeah, please.
Please go vote and vote for Trump, everybody. I know him personally. He's the best. He has flaws. I have flaws. George has flaws. He'll fight for the country. He'll fight for you. He'll be able to have you guys access the American dream. I can tell you right now, the current trajectory we have is unsustainable. Vote early. Vote right now. Get your friends to do the same. I want you to be able to flourish in this country like your parents did.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
I love you guys so much. And if you guys are watching this show and there's a lot of things that touched your heart and you like have some questions, throw them in the comment section. Let's be as a community. Let's talk to people. Let's not push them away. Let's get people to vote because remember, we're all in this together. So if we don't get together on this, then we're going to fail together on
Put
this.
in the comments if you guys have voted and who you voted for. We want to hear from you.
Amen. I'll see you guys next time.
Oh, I didn't even know they put up a video.
When the rain is blowing in your face.
Gotta turn the music off though, because That's awesome. Damn it. Really? Come on. Stupid.
Hi everybody, how are you doing? Do you not? Oh, do you? So we have nothing better to do but to exercising our rights. So you're spitting on the bridge, lady. You're spitting on the bridge of all the brave men and women who fought and died. It's not funny. It's not funny. Learn your rights. You're about 9 years old and you don't know it.
These gentlemen have other jobs.
There's two ladies holding hands, which we support. Do what you want to do. But you're going to shit on other people's rights while you're exercising your freedom?
Years old. You are a failed American. You're a failed American not knowing your rights.
She can come sleep.
All right, guys, flex your freedoms. Make sure to give them a sub.
Shut up. This is a sidewalk. It's called public.
Well, argue with our customers.
No, they came up to us. Yes, it does.
It does
absolutely
matter.
Doesn't
It makes a big difference.
We're having a discussion. Your job is not to tell us what to do. It's their job, if even that.
No, it's not their job.
We're
It's
not
your job.
teaching
You have legal brains.
appliances.
Where are you even from?
Shut the
Why are you
fuck
here?
up, stupid.
Jessica.
Kiss my ass.
Hey,
Get the fuck on.
how about you shut up?
I
Wow.
thought you said she was kind.
Cry.
No, I'm not gonna fucking cry, bitch.
That would be a terrible mistake for you to
Wow.
do. Don't
Right
get
in
laid
front of
out
the
today.
cop, she goes to swing. Wow.
With her name tag on? Going. Promise.
Yeah, you hit me, you will be dropped.
Yeah, this
She has a weapon. Why isn't your hand on your pistol? Her hand's on her weapon. She came over here aggressively. Why aren't you looking at her as a threat now? You've determined we're not.
Grow up. Grow up.
You let her walk up there, you stupid cop.
Bye.
Hi, Jessica.
I made bad choices.
Yeah,
Look at
you work
girl.
at Hy-Vee
You're the cop.
trying to
You have
fight
nothing
people
better to fucking
exercising
do
their
than
rights.
Bye, Jessica.
You're famous now. Just 100,000. Big deal.
I appreciate you guys going out, doing what you're doing. Seriously,
No, you don't,
it really does
dipshit.
bother me. You know, what I like is a good conversation.
Look. Bye, Felicia.
Learn your rights, pussy.
Damn, they're getting attacked from all sides.
Yeah, but you don't know them, dude.
Just so everyone's aware, this happens all the time.
These are the people that call the cops. All these
And as an auditor, responding negative and stuff like this, sometimes you just can't help it. You're getting it from every direction.
That lady with the broom did I?
And people say, why are they being so aggressive? Well, how about everybody stop being aggressive, and then the auditing community can calm down just a little bit while we're out there exercising rights.
Hy-Vee.
Yes. Yes.
I'll go ahead. I'm not going to say you can't go get it. That'd be ridiculous.
I'm gonna get it. They haven't trespassed us yet, so before they do it, I'm going to grab it.
I'll walk over there with you.
All right, wonderful.
I got no problem with that.
Where are they going to get their info?
You say Officer Grego? Sergeant Grego?
I think you're going to his
And what's your badge number, sir?
Mm.
246.
All right.
He's got to secure his property.
I appreciate the common courtesy and you walking us over and being doing your job the right way.
Do you see this? Exercising your rights and all these ignorant, low IQ folk that don't even know the First Amendment. They're all
He's got
stupid.
binoculars.
That's the first. Freedom of speech. What else?
Okay, well, I'm a woman.
Oh, you're a woman, so what's that mean? That means nothing.
I'm sticking up for my officer.
I'm sorry, but I think you're mentally challenged, so I'm not gonna, I just won't engage with you. I'm sorry. What's up?
Why does everybody keep walking up to them with a stick in their
It
hand?
doesn't matter. I don't have a vehicle here. No,
They're already
because like I don't want to. Yeah, I understand. You can't come on the property and then that's fine. No, I understand that. As far as I'm concerned, you guys can continue this. You see this shit? You can't exercise your freedom because these people don't know it, dude. And the problem with them, it goes the same way with me. It doesn't matter what I do, whether if I came at you a different way than what I did, I'm gonna get criticized. No, you won't. No, you have never been to my channel because I do the opposite. I show good officers. Well, you will. You don't have to look for it. You don't have to anything. It'll come to you. Okay. Trust me, it will. And you'll understand that I highlight good ones. And you can have a redemption. It's not like a one bad interaction. Sure. Next time I come, you could be a fucking superstar. I have fell on my face so many times in my life, man.
There you go. We all have. We've all fallen on our face.
It should.
We've all had egg on our face.
The people you're here to swerve.
Sometimes you just got to dust off and move on. Continue.
Well, that's bad then, if you think that you did a good job today. I didn't say I did a good job. So did you do a bad job today? What would you change? Honestly, I probably wouldn't change much about it. That's bad then. That just shows that you're a bad officer. Well, and you're not willing to change. That's your opinion.
No,
that's
you're a
bad.
dickhead.
Is it? Yeah, because you don't know the oath. We already been over this. You don't know the oath you swore. I might have been. Might have been? Yeah. Okay. I think you're underestimating who I am and what I've done. Well, that's fine. You know what? That's what I'm saying. Like, you're being shady about who you are.
Shady. There it goes.
Because I have a Fourth Amendment to be secure in my persons. So you don't get to go around asking who
The
everybody
fourth is not
It's
shady.
none of your business.
Should never be
Until I
considered
commit a
shady.
crime.
But when I get questioned by
Oh my God,
somebody
shut up,
who wants to
Kyle.
hide who they are,
You're the
It
problem.
doesn't matter. They have a right to do
it
that.
does to me. It does to me.
But you're law enforcement is the
That's
difference.
always been my leadership style.
That you need to change that, man. You have to change. Respect, though. You swore an oath multiple times, but you don't know it.
Thing with,
We got something missed
And see,
there.
like see all the little sheep people, the sheeple. They don't know their rights.
Sheeple.
You
There we
guys
go.
don't know jack shit about your rights. You're just spitting on the graves of actual heroes who have fought and died for our freedoms. For you to bootlick the government enforcers. Well, you're a coward.
So are you saying your sole purpose was to come and provoke the police department?
When did I ever say provoking anything? That's just low IQ.
I just asked you if that's what it was.
No, why would you even say that? That's stupid.
They're exercising their First Amendment.
Yeah, they are. And they don't even know their First Amendment, do they?
They're exercising.
Do one of these people know the First Amendment here? Not one does.
They're exercising
Not one.
just the same, and now they're idiots. But
Yes, they are. Why would I say that? What did they do to
why
us?
did they not exercise their First?
Oh my God,
Did
shut
I
up,
stop them?
cop. You're an
Well,
idiot.
you idiots, because that's my First Amendment right, is it not?
Call them idiots and say they don't know what they're doing.
They don't.
Do they not?
So everybody.
You're a
I'm saying
dumbass,
fast,
cop.
see, you're not even. Yes, because at minimum, every American should know what freedoms they have.
That's
Because they don't, they're back to blue till it happens
they
to
don't know as
you.
much as you. They're an idiot.
Yes, I know the bare minimum, of course. Everyone should know what I know.
Everything okay?
Midwest safety guys, let's see what happens here. This one's a little crazy.
What's going on down here? Okay, can you come up here and talk to me, please?
No, I can stand right here.
Okay, I'll come to you.
That's whenever you're out of your jurisdiction to step down here.
I'm not out of my jurisdiction.
Yes, you are. You step down here, you're out of your jurisdiction with that badge on.
I'm
You
not.
better call in.
Wow.
You better call in and check if what I'm saying is right or not.
Well,
I'm
that's
telling you the truth, and that's the law.
what I'm trying
They're
to.
about to step on sovereign land, or what's going on here?
I don't know.
It's land. And I have every right to remove them in whatever way I need to remove them.
Who do you need to remove? Who are you trying to remove?
That's it. You're not in your jurisdiction.
Wait, her husband claimed ownership over the land under the bridge?
Apparently.
Let them tell you what their names
All
are. I
right.
don't give a what their names
I
are.
never even asked for
I
your
don't
name.
care what their names are. I want them off my husband's land.
Okay.
My name is Colby.
Okay. Okay.
Hyphen.
Okay.
I go by purple. This purple. I want these people off my husband's land. I got the fire under control. They will
Okay.
leave before I will
Can I
burn
come
it
down there? I'm trying to help you out.
Check it. Check before you come down there.
Check what?
Call in to your superior.
Okay.
Check first before you come down here. That way, you're in right standing and you stay
Okay,
in
but
right
if I come down there, you're not going to threaten me?
I'm not threatening.
Okay, well,
I would like for you to call your superior
All right.
to make sure you stay in right standing.
Okay.
If you come down here, you're not in right standing.
Okay.
Call your superior.
Stop it. Okay.
Call your superior.
Okay.
Before you come any further.
You guys close.
She keeps going further.
Being combative down here. All
Just
right.
because you
Hang out right here for
leap
me.
under the bridge doesn't mean you own under the
I'm
bridge,
gonna talk
guys.
to them, see what's going on, but she has that Arizona lighter.
What's your name again? Do you remember me?
God.
Yes, I do.
I
Yes, I do.
How many people travel over that freeway every day and do not notice the homeless population that's living under it?
On this dirt.
Huge. If you just walk around and explore your areas, the homeless population in the last 10 years has just skyrocketed.
Call it. Call it. Check it out.
Everybody's
Don't tell me there's no
priced out of their
there's no reason
homes.
I have to lie to you. Okay. That's whenever I have fought hard for y'all and for the sheriff's department. Yeah.
All right, guys, question right here. Who is the very first president you have ever voted for in the United States?
All right. Tell me what happened.
I was asleep in my camp, and she was out here like schizophrenic, yelling stuff or whatever, and it's not uncommon, you know.
Okay.
And she was telling us to leave, and we just ignored her. And then next thing I know, she has that spray bottle and a lighter, and she lit my. I had a blanket wall on that side, mattresses and stuff. She lit it on fire.
Okay. Can you?
Holy crap.
And then when everybody tried to do that, like everybody came out to help me put it out. She started trying to set everybody to try to help me put it out.
Holy crap.
She's talking about some daughters. These two mattresses are standing right here.
Damn, they got a whole little cabin built there.
And she
I
said
hope there's not a flood.
And it
Yeah, that
was
would
hanging
be
from
bad.
this wire like this.
Yes, right here. This way.
And this is what burned.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know this girl? Does she stay down here?
No, she lives over there.
Oh, she lives on.
So did she just walk up on the cat?
Yeah.
And was
I have such a fear of earthquakes and underpasses. There's no way in hell I could ever live under a bridge.
Yeah,
What about you?
That does look scary.
you would live under a bridge if you fucking were trying to keep out of the weather. Yeah, you might be scared of it, but it's better than being in the weather. I'm a little off today, but I'm getting better. How are you?
I don't
was
even
just
like
thinking
being,
about that while she was under there.
I don't even like my car parked under a bridge like that. Every time I'm under there, I'm like, please don't fall, please don't fall. But that's a California problem, I guess.
oh the aerosol and the lighter?
Yeah.
Did she spray it and light it or at all?
Exactly. Just like that. She tried to spray me with it. I had to run away from her. She sprayed him and got him on the back. Yeah. And then tried to light him on fire.
Do you have it on your jacket?
Yeah. Somewhere. I don't know where it's at though. I just know she tried to spray me with that.
So how close was she standing to you?
Probably
Like this?
Yeah.
We need y'all to be in right standing
So this is,
at all times.
what is this again? What is this called?
Eminent transient domain.
Okay, well,
Oh wow! So she did claim the land.
That's what I am here doing. This is my husband's land. That's what I have been coming down here doing steadily.
What's your husband's name?
My husband's name is Apodaca.
Wait,
My
what?
firstborn
Apodaca.
was attacked out on Kincaid Road about 3 or 4 years ago, and there was 27 of them jump on her.
Okay.
Damn, why does she sound like she's narrating a western?
And that female stood there and bragged
I'm not-
it one more again.
I'm not feeling sick. Like I'm good. I'm just feeling. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, I don't drink hot tea.
One more again to my face. And
See, does it
everybody
not?
that stood up for her, I want them all. Yes, I am picking up the trash. That's what I'm doing down here.
It looks like it.
There's quiet down
It
here.
looks immaculate.
She almost said, she was just
She's trying to take us all.
after everything of them stalking my daughter and their game stalking me
Jesus.
and all their threats.
This is why we need mental
Don't come on the damn
institutions
property.
back up and running
You came on the
in
damn
full
property.
force so that people like this can get the help they need.
No, it's not like that. It's like things are going on, so it's like in my head. There's not really a way to explain it. Like you'd have to know what's in my head, and I'm not going to explain that. So
Before somebody gets burned to death under a freeway underpass and it just gets written off as like, oh, another homeless guy died.
Just check it out. Just check it.
Mental health
just
needs to
burned
be
somebody's
really
property, you
severely
should be
looked at over the
arrested.
next couple decades, or we are losing control over this country.
Yes, I'm glad because it wasn't that way just here recently.
This aerosol
It's
can
not
and the
that.
lighter, is that yours?
Yes,
Okay, what are you doing with that?
I told them that they could either leave or I was going to move them out.
And move them out how?
So whenever I cut the strings on their tent, because they refused to leave,
Uh-huh.
she got sideways with me but wouldn't come out of the tent.
Okay.
And you can leave or
Or I
I will
will-
light your tent on fire.
There we go.
Okay, and then what did you do next?
I went to AutoZone and I bought that brake clean. I happened to
Jesus.
Okay.
I stopped it all up, said I got a lighter,
Okay. And then what?
She's holding nothing back.
and then I came back and did what I said I was going to do.
what are you talking about? What is happening? I'm lost. I'm not going to tell you what's going on in my head. I'm just having an off day. I'm not meaning that to be mean. It's just nobody's business what's going on in my head. I'm just having an off day.
I want them off my husband's land. They did not blink twice about stalking my daughter and her family.
Jesus.
Her little family. So
She
little
is not all there.
children in her house
Something like
in
that.
Irvine, Texas. And then they had the canisters, those canisters that go on the big guns that came back from Afghanistan.
Oh my God, you're
The
lost,
chemical
lady.
agent.
These people didn't do
They
that.
were throwing those into my daughter's house.
That has nothing to do with these people under the damn bridge.
Do
It
you
never has
Damn, they followed you from Irvine, Texas doing that?
do
continue to do protect her and her family.
Okay.
If I could have gotten close enough, I would have lit a person on fire.
Did you try to?
Any one of them that stepped up and wanted to defend her,
You keep.
believe me, I'm going to light them on fire.
You keep.
I want him out of here. And I told him, I said, you need to butt out
She
or,
is burying herself.
or my enemy also.
It sounds like she's holding nothing back.
Did you try to light him on fire?
Sure did.
Wow.
Okay.
Holy
how,
crap.
Like, what did you try to do? Were you reaching for it?
Prison, 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 prison.
No.
I'm sure.
No demonstration.
Sure, one of you guys know what.
No demonstration needed. Yeah. How close were you?
She said, do you want a demonstration?
Okay.
Obviously not close enough.
Where did you put that lighter?
It's in my pocket.
Okay. After your plan of lighting stuff on fire, what were you gonna do after?
Jesus.
They're gonna leave.
And then what?
They're gonna leave. Then they're gonna stay gone, and I'm gonna continue to pick up this mess and haul it out of here to the dumpsters. The lady at the self-checkout at La Tienda, the extra bags, she folds them up for me.
Okay.
So then I have a bunch of bags, and I fill them up, and I carry them on.
I appreciate you sitting with us and answering my questions. Earlier when I was trying to come down the hill.
And incriminating yourself.
I did the same thing to him. Gone him about check it out.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Yeah.
Insistent on y'all check that out.
Well, this is Carlsbad, right? We're the Carlsbad Police Department.
Right.
So we have
Carlsbad in what state?
down here.
Imminent transient.
I'm not sure.
What does that mean?
Check it out.
What does that mean?
Check it
Probably
out.
Texas.
Don't know where to find it.
Don't know where?
He'll know how
They're gonna probably cut this
It
out.
looks nothing like Carlsbad, California.
Stand up for me.
That's for sure.
No, ma'am. Don't put your hands on. Y'all don't put your hands on me.
You are being officially
Look how this
kidnapped.
man's doing me.
Stand up. Put your hands on your back.
You're under arrest, okay?
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Put your other hand on your back, please. I don't want to force it back.
That's whatever.
Put your hand on your back. Put your hand on your back.
You need to read me my rights again for arrest.
No, I don't. Put your hand on your back.
Y'all are the jurisdiction. Y'all are not in your jurisdiction.
You just did something you shouldn't have done, lady. Yeah, it's just life. It gets, well, in most cases it gets better. In mine, it normally doesn't. So it's all good. It's all good. I hide it really well.
All right. Stand up for me.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope. Nope. Y'all are in the wrong. Y'all shouldn't even be walking down here.
All right, you shouldn't be lighting people on fire. I think that's a bigger problem.
For sure.
No, you did not. No. You didn't check it out. No, you didn't. You need to check it out before y'all end up sued. Y'all don't have the right to be digging in my pocket. That is my constitutional right. They got their
You
hands
lost
in my
those rights a
Your
minute ago.
constitutional right when you said what you
The
said.
men with their hands in my
Hope you had a life? Not sure what that means.
pocket. Y'all are breaking my constitutional rights.
No?
Yes, you are. You're violating
messed that
my
up when you
constitutional
broke
rights.
the law.
You are exactly fondling me.
Wow.
Exactly.
I don't think they want to do that.
You don't have the right to dig through my... And that isn't mine. I found it. Along with those brown things.
All right. Have a seat for me.
Don't dig through my
Never gonna
stuff.
find
That's
that.
not mine.
I wasn't lying to you.
Okay. Thank you.
That's when I believe that you were in on setting those little children's bodies on fire.
Holy crap.
Yeah, she's definitely crazy.
Wow, bro. She needs some hospitalization.
And it is on satellite.
Like, imagine her going to prison and not taking her meds.
As a matter of fact.
And then a prisoner gets burned to death over some crazy shit.
Ulysses S. Grant knows.
Yeah.
Okay. There's another Midwest safety right here.
There we go.
Here's
Make sure you guys follow Midwest Safety.
There's nothing. Where's the phone?
There's right here.
She door dinged him.
Pulled up next side.
Okay. Well, there's damage on his car and there's damage on your door that matches his damage.
Well, I guess you have to match it up.
It'll get better
Okay.
eventually.
But you're not gonna touch me, and you're not gonna
Okay.
actually hit me. But
Well, I don't need to touch you, so that's fine.
you wanted to though.
Is she drunk?
Hi, ma'am.
It sounds like it. Her mom was driving.
Well, who's
He's not driving this car.
Okay,
You're
ma'am.
doing it again.
Ma'am,
Do not touch my
doing
mother.
it
Do
again.
not touch my mother.
No one's touching.
Smacked it.
Stop.
Now you're going to jail.
And again.
Stop.
3 in a row.
Mom,
Stop.
you don't
Enough.
touch me better than that.
Enough.
You don't touch me better than
Enough.
that. Get
Enough.
the f- away from me.
Enough.
Get away.
Enough.
Stop.
Calm down.
Get away from me.
Ma'am.
You don't touch
You already
me.
could have went to
Enough.
jail already.
I'm gonna
Enough.
kill you.
God, how do men put up with these women, man? This
Yes,
is
you guys
crazy.
are over here.
How
Wait, what just happened?
What?
Holy crap!
She instantly got out the other side. Started running.
No, hold on. You don't touch me. Get the f- away from my mom.
How about both and a
Now you're going to
supervisor?
You
jail.
don't touch me. Get the f- away from my
She's
mom.
talking to her mom.
Ma'am, you need to stop.
Get the f- out of my mom. Get away from her.
Ma'am, stop.
Get away.
No, don't get. Don't get. Hurting her.
Jesus! Wow, I gotta turn that down for you guys. That's insane.
Holy shit.
Oh,
People are
my
dumb.
Get away from my mom.
This is why mental health is very important that we revisit that in this country. We have fallen down on that, and this is the result. Man, this is
What are you gonna do?
you have mentally ill people drinking loads of alcohol.
Disturb my mom.
Okay.
No.
I do like her jacket though. I like the spots. Is that like leopard print on the blue?
Sorry, but
It's like, it looks
as soon
like
as she
camo
swung
or
at the cop the
leopard.
first time, she should have been put in jail. These cops are actually good cops. Like, I gotta give these cops a little credit. Like, she swung at that cop 2 times, and the cop did nothing to her. She's getting arrested now because it's the 3rd time, you know, so she definitely is deserving of what she's about to get. But these cops let her get away with it twice. That's a good cop. Most cops, the first time you're arrested. These cops let her do it 3 times. 3rd time, not going to be a charm for her. Looks like she's getting arrested right now, so she asked for what she's getting.
Looks like leopard print.
Okay. So who do we have coming?
The hell was that laugh? That's like one of mine.
We have an ambulance coming.
Don't fuck
Set
yourself.
everybody.
My mom is better than you.
Hey, there's a postal truck in the background, guys.
Off my leg.
Ma'am, stop it.
Get the off my leg.
Nobody's on you.
Get the fuck off me, you loser. Help!
I got her left.
So anybody who's ever cried out for help when they were getting arrested, I wonder if anybody's ever come to the aid.
I don't
In the
see the point.
history of policing, I really want an answer to that. If you guys know the answer, comment down below. It's a very important thing.
I'm sure there's people that's come to the aid of people hollering help. They get arrested too, though. I'm sure it's happened.
I'm trying to investigate and find out.
Help me, officer. Please help me. Officer, help me.
We got you.
He's
You have
asking
no
another cop to
idea.
help
You have no
her.
idea what I'm going to do if you don't help me. Help! Help! I love you, mommy.
Jeez.
Let me go, you idiot.
We can't let you go. You're not acting safely.
My legs are hurting. I have
Yeah.
to get home.
You okay there?
Home would have been 14 beers ago.
Doing all right? What's your name?
Danielle,
Ma'am?
Danielle, get in the car.
Well, Danielle's not getting in your car right now.
No,
I don't know. I'm trying to sit. Just sit down.
is she unconscious?
No, she's not. It's just let's just leave her right here for
Man, that
now.
looks uncomfortable as fuck.
How you
Cops,
feeling?
Come on. I mean,
Danielle, you see me?
I get it, she's in the wrong and shit, but at least put her where she's fucking sitting comfortable. Like one of her feet is edged in behind the tire of the car. Move her, you dumbasses. Like, yes, she's in the wrong, and the cops are in the right for arresting her. But what the fuck?
Looks like she passed out for a second.
Really? What in the heck?
Yeah, that's when she woke up right there.
The guy in the sunglasses, the original complainant.
That's crazy. I wonder if anybody featured in one of these videos has ever seen the body cam footage after the fact. I'm turning that down for you guys. You thank me later.
Figure it out.
Can you tell us what's going on with you?
No, my daughter.
Why does that sound like one of my sisters?
It does. That's all I was like, Good thing it's not her, but it does sound like her. It's like her a little bit too.
Right there. That's literally her voice.
The idiot on the phone, you hear that?
Wow. Thankfully, she doesn't drink like that anymore.
I have to listen to you. I know my daughter got hurt already. You think that you are going to help me?
So your daughter?
Yeah, you're kind of tired. Okay, well, everything's going to happen to your camera, but nothing cares.
Wow.
No one cares, because I have to deal with it.
I care.
What happened with your daughter?
Me.
Why don't you figure it out? You have the camera. I just
want to hear from you, though. Your
I'm
mom.
not going to talk to you. What is this in front of me? A loser? And really, I have to deal with this shit in front of me.
Wow.
My daughter is hurting, and she's has her father hurting, and I have to deal with this piece of shit in front of me. Are you kidding me?
I'm more worried about her daughter than to deal with this mother.
Here, what is he?
There are way too many parents in this country that have drunkard as parents, and that's really, really bad. Or a parent, at least one parent being a drunkard. It's really bad. You know, they're being raised essentially by an absentee drunk person that's emotionally disconnected, that the child is end up being more of the parent. And that's why we need mental health facilities, because people that are in those kind of conditions and then drinking, like, amplifies this.
Pretty much, you are. Now I have to deal with this too on top of everything else.
If you guys are depressed,
Stop your heart.
keep the alcohol in the cabinet, all right? Let's do that.
What's on me? Oh, you're hurting me?
Can you sit up by yourself?
I mean, what do you want me to do?
Can you sit up by yourself?
I don't know, you're fucking telling me. Yeah.
Okay. How about you just sit up by yourself then, okay? Try not to.
You can do anyway. Hit me. I know you, Collins. Do this to me? Why would you do this to me?
You did it to yourself.
We did.
Yes.
Primarily for her. Hey,
Damn,
come
that
on.
hurt.
Stop that.
Holy shit.
Stop that.
She slammed her head into the tire.
You can't be hurting yourself, okay?
Tried fighting with us, spitting at us.
She's hitting her head on the other part here. Jesus. Skeleton.
She's going from like one end of the spectrum to the other, to the other, to the other. Like, I don't think she's figured out which personality she wants to take to jail today.
Your head again.
She handcuffed?
Yes.
No, it's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen. She's already handcuffed.
I think.
Okay.
Gravity.
I want to know why they haven't put her in a car yet. To me, that's a little disturbing that they're allowing this behavior to continue on the ground. And they haven't either called a paramedic to transport her or transported them herself.
I think that's who's on the way is paramedics.
Watch out,
Well, at this point,
Oh, looks like they're there actually.
at this point, she's safer in the back of a cop car than where she's at right now.
Hi, baby. What am I gonna do now?
Well, these guys just need to talk to you. That's what's going to happen.
Wow.
It's not the police this time. These are paramedics.
I don't care about police. My Savannah is gone. She's hurting me.
Can we get her up and get her out of the car? Sure.
Get me up.
All right, y'all, come on.
Help me.
Ready?
Help me.
1, 2, 3. There you go.
Help me.
Okay, can you go over there?
Okay, help me.
Yeah, they're here to help.
That's crazy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who are you, sorry?
I'm the operations manager. Can you leave my property, please?
He's the
You surprised
operations
me
manager.
with that approach.
What do you mean?
Oh, that's not very nice, is it?
I know you're filming. Can you turn the filming off?
No. I just told you I'm here to make a video about the building.
Well, can we have a look at what you're trying to do here then? You need first of all you need to get permission. So let's walk you up to the end. Come on, walk up to the end.
Excuse me. I don't like the tone of your voice.
Let's go see the security guard. Come with me and come see security. Go on.
You need to change your behaviour, my friend.
I'll just get Bob.
I don't know what that was all about.
He's gonna get Bob.
Funny guy.
I'm not meaning to be. I'm just, like I said to your colleagues, I'm showing an interest in the building.
That's fine.
We've got no problem with showing
So what's up then? What's it all about?
We've got no problem with showing interest, but you've got to be off the private. This is private property, so you need to be off these sites.
I just said to the ladies, they said I'd rather you not film anything else in the reception. So I said, okay, I'll step outside and do.
This is private property.
Well, they told me different, haven't they?
Why are you getting angry?
I'm not.
You're right. Why is your tone of voice changed? Why are you getting angry with me?
Because you're a numpty, that's why.
Get this guy off site, please. He's being angry now. He's starting to get aggressive.
That's fine, I'll sort it out.
Please, can you get him off site?
Right, leave it to security now.
Thank you very much. Right. Thank you. Right, cheers. Thank you. So,
Hi, mate. How you doing?
And that's the operation director.
Oh, yeah, something like that. You doing okay?
Look at him. Off you go.
All right, Dave, I'll sort it out. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good.
He knows the score.
Bob will handle it.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
He's got it that's fine.
Yeah. Well, don't your staff shouldn't tell me otherwise then, should they? If I'm told one thing, and then you approach in that manner, it's disgusting, Dave.
How you doing?
Bye, Dave.
Yeah, I'm all right, mate, yeah. So, as you know, we just go around interesting places, we film, but when we're asked to leave, we go. But we need to be respectful of each other.
No, totally, it's fine.
So there you go. I can see you've got your SIA license on display. No. It's on display. I have been asked to leave. You're looking like you're going to be a bit more professional.
Friendly.
Yeah, that's exactly what we want. So, have you watched this type of thing before?
I'm aware of it, yeah.
Yeah, what do you call it?
I don't know. I mean, I know that you call yourself the auditors.
There you go. Yeah, you've said the magic word. You don't know who I am, do you? Because if you do, if you say the name, you get a key ring.
No idea. Do you mind if we walk up?
Yeah, of course. So how long has this place been here for?
10 years.
Oh, right. It still looks quite new. Is it the same landlord for all the coloured buildings?
No, it was a company called Gaisley. They built like the individual ones.
Right.
They've got John Lewis, Waitrose, all these sort of ones.
So Gaisley was like the contractor?
Yeah, the developer.
Oh, right. And did they sell them or are they renting them out? Or
they were purpose built, so the company goes to their
security is nicer than the
whatever you
manager.
And then Gaisley built them. And if you notice,
That's an actual good security.
there's Magna Parks, which is this cool.
Right.
And there's a Magna Park here. There'll be one in Northampton, but they're all called Magna Park.
Yeah, I've noticed this one Lutterworth as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Named the same thing.
Right. So basically, they've bought a load of land and they've said to all the big boys, right, how do you want your building? Brilliant.
Guys, make sure you check out DJ Audit. So somebody actually commented their channel to us to ask them to feature it on here. Check out DJ Audits and you'll have a good time. They do some pretty good videos. And
he does drone footage too.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, they've got a public footpath running straight through. And the sign up here, it says, please keep to the pedestrian footpath, which I did. And it says, access to restricted areas is prohibited or something like that.
Yeah.
So restricted areas, I won't go past any barriers or... Yeah, and I went into reception. The ladies are brilliant.
Yeah.
They says, "Oh, there's some leaflets." Have a look at that sculpture in the corner, do you know, made of recycled iron brew.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And then I was just talking to the guy. Oh, shoot.
Where are they going? Oh, I think they parked in the wrong spot. They're probably looking for Dairy Queen. said they were looking for Dairy Queen, but parked at Jack in the Box. Bingo. So pissed. I didn't even talk to anybody. I'm on the phone with my wife most of the time I'm in here. The second I turn the camera on, they're flipping me off. For no, I have it in. I get away and I don't know if they realize that they're not at the speaker sign. The speaker order ones I hear.
Learn how to stay in earthquake by participating in the Great Shakeout Earthquake Drill happening this October. Find out more and register to participate at shakeout.org.
I don't know.
Yeah?
I don't know why she's recording.
Because he can. Is the
The number
reason.
7?
Yeah.
French fries okay?
No, onion ring.
No problem. Number 7 with onion rings and a Diet Coke. Anything else?
Yeah.
The fancy one? No, not anymore. I'm sorry.
I have a can bag already.
This guy's really distracting me and making me have violent thoughts. I'm thinking about positive. Better get rid of this guy.
What kind of drink did he want, sir? Anything else? French fries okay?
So I don't know, the sound picked it up, like you said, this guy's really distracting me and making me angry. You better get rid of him. Oh, this is fun.
What are you doing, man?
We don't disclose that while we're working.
What?
We don't disclose that while we're working.
God prefers kind atheists over hateful Christians. Are you an Antifa? Huh?
I don't talk to people that just walk up and start insulting people.
You're insulting me right now just by looking at me.
Alright, that sounds like some painful feelings you have to deal with.
Yeah, no, you're causing me anxiety and a stress.
You're an idiot. Get back in your fucking car and go.
That's a little weird.
Off, weirdo.
Okay.
Go to hell.
You too. I'll meet you there. That is a grown-ass man that does window installs.
I already watched this video. I don't watch it again.
It's 10 months since your accident.
Might have a lead on those side markets.
Please, you can't stand.
Everyone's got everything on the line here. Come on.
For a cleaner, more sustainable future, America's plastic makers are investing billions of dollars to create innovative products and new.
How you guys doing today?
Oh, we were just following your rules and regulations that are on. Oh, about photography.
What do you say about photography?
It's your posters.
Wow. Right to it.
Rules and your regulations.
No, sir. I show you out here where it is. Down.
Are you the postmaster?
Yes, I am. Will you please turn it off now?
No.
Okay, let me do this. Hey,
Is this a public building?
Sir, we have it post out here. Let me show you.
Yeah. I'd love you.
There we go.
All right, so we're good.
No, you're not. Because I'm gonna tell you that right now.
I just read the rules, sir. I just read the rules.
Just stop right here, sir. No, sir. Is this way? I don't need the camera. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Are you blocking?
Do not touch me because.
I've never touched you. You're getting really close, though.
No, sir. Sir,
What are you doing?
I'm blocking.
Why are you holding the door?
You're not allowed with the camera. I'm sorry. You're not
Can you
allowed.
move your foot?
You're not allowed with the camera.
Why?
All right, guys, check out Pepperoni Audits, guys. Pepperoni Audits. Make sure to get this up.
Did you read them?
I have.
So you're
Get
blocking
the
me
fuck
from
out of the
going
way,
in?
dick
What's your
shit.
purpose here?
Why are you blocking me from going in?
And
I wanted to buy a stamp.
I want one too.
Camera, we
Right
will.
here.
No, I want to buy a stamp. Oh, sorry, my foot's there now. Shit.
Hey, Chris, did you call the police?
Oh, can I
Yeah,
get
so
in
they
there
can
and buy a
educate
stamp?
you for being a dumbass.
Can I just buy a stamp?
He's saying that he showed us where it says that we can film here. and
No,
it says-
you cannot. No, you're not
Then
allowed.
read it, because it says it.
Can you just read it?
No,
I've done this all over
I
the
have.
country.
well, you're not in here.
You
I've done
don't
it all
know
over the
shit,
country.
old man.
All over the country. It's the same regulations. It's in the federal building. It's public.
He's putting his literal
Please
foot
remove
down.
yourself from the door.
You had to block a few minutes ago.
No, you're actually in my way. I'm trying to go in.
You got it. I got it blocked down, okay? The hell with it.
Can I go in?
No, not with the camera, sir. Not with the
Can
camera.
you stop grabbing that?
Not with the camera.
Why am I not
with
allowed
the
to go
camera.
in?
Not with the camera.
Why do you get so close to, man?
Why, you coming to me?
No, man, I'm trying to get through the door. You're blocking me. Can you please remove yourself?
They call the police.
Oh, looks like Mark.
Look at yourself.
I know.
No, I'm not.
Can I get in?
I'll ask her.
Can I get in?
No, because you're not allowed with the camera. I'm sorry, but
You
you're not
are
allowed
allowed to
with the camera.
film, dipshit. You're a
He
dick.
showed it to us, but he doesn't understand that it says we can record. He gives us
He's the
right.
postmaster, too.
I am the postmaster.
And you're
Can I get your
done.
name?
My name is Jesse Flowers.
Hi, Jesse.
F-L-O-W-R.
Why are you blocking the door?
Because
What if we got here to-
I just want to get a stamp.
I need a stamp.
Can I buy a
Not
stamp?
with the camera, sir.
Can I buy a stamp?
Not with the camera.
Okay.
Are you refusing service for anyone?
I am saying not with the camera.
See, that just goes.
How are you? I just got assaulted by the postmaster.
That's a postmaster.
Yeah.
He ran in the
At
back.
least it's the guy that said he was a postman.
How did you miss that?
So you can understand it.
Maybe you.
Buy a stamp?
No, we're not with the cameras.
Excuse me, ma'am. Can I buy a stamp and leave?
Hey, did you call the police?
Can I get a stamp and get out of here?
Yes, but not with the camera.
I'm reading rules and regulations.
He's recording, you dumbass.
Hey, Scott, did you call the police?
I just want to buy a stamp. They say I'm allowed to film in the lobbies and corridors.
Get this guy. The lobby's out there.
Did you finish reading?
No, you didn't.
Identification?
Do I need ID?
Yeah, read it
You need ID for being in a post office?
Get tired of the bullshit.
What does it say?
Now you go over there the whole thing.
I think you need to read it. I think you need to read it.
Okay.
Chris, did you call the police?
Don't push me. What the fuck, dude? Don't push me. Don't push me. It's on camera. What the hell's wrong with you, dude?
Damn.
Hi, how are you? I just got assaulted by the postmaster.
That's a postmaster.
Yeah.
He ran in the back.
At least it's the guy that said he was a postmaster.
How did you miss that, sir?
Because he doesn't know. He doesn't
I thought he was
know the rules
supervisor
their own
at
way.
He said it like 3 times. That many times.
No, they're gonna lie, it's all on camera. 7 cameras.
8 cameras.
I'm surprised he's acting like that.
It is kind of shocking.
He not allowed to do this. See, when I was coming through this here, he bumped into my back, and I felt he bumped into you. Yes, as in now, my back was turned to the seat, and he bumped me.
Okay.
Now, I don't know if with his front or his back, but I bumped, and he was saying I'm sorry. He did not allow me in the facility with him.
He's put his hands on me multiple times.
This subject here, not anyone else?
No one else.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
I just need them both.
So, as far as the videotaping, they're allowed to videotape. However.
I just want to get
And you can read it and it says we can film it there.
This is our policy.
Okay.
No, it's not.
Purpose of the assault, we can talk about the assault, for videotaping is a public place.
There you go.
But if you're both are saying that you're assaulted, we can investigate the assault.
Oh, we will. I got it on 7 cameras, man. He's put his hands on me multiple times.
Well, you should have proof of that.
He's blocked my way of path. He's entrapped me in the building.
Okay.
He put his foot in front of the door multiple times and wouldn't let me in.
Okay.
When I was
Would you like to show that to?
I will in 1 second. Let me finish explaining what happened. I was walking towards this way and he noticed me going by and he pushed me. He put his hands on me multiple times. When I said you assaulted me, he changed the story. I'm talking, sir. Do you mind just being quiet?
Okay.
When I said you assaulted me, he started saying, no, you assaulted me. So after he put hands on me multiple times and I said, you assaulted me, he started saying that, no, you're the one that assaulted me.
It's working. It's working.
It's a conundrum.
Do you mind speaking with another officer outside so that he can get your
I'd rather stay here. I'm still trying to buy a stamp.
Okay. Would you mind speaking with me back here? I'm not going to have your victim.
Am I still allowed to buy a stamp? Because that's all I wanted to do when I came in here. Guess not.
Well, at least the cop backed him up on being able to be there.
So, alleging that you were assaulted.
Yep.
Would you like an assault report to be completed?
Is he following one?
He is not filing charges, but this is an assault report. That doesn't mean that we're going to take anyone to jail, take anyone before the magistrate. This is just for the incident report. Ma'am, you can come forward. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
We're blocking the line. We're sorry.
Yeah, I'll follow a report.
Okay. Do you have your ID on you?
I don't, but I can give you my name.
That works.
You don't understand that we got a right to be in here.
So, one of the witnesses, one of the clerks or whatever, she was saying that what she observed was kind of y'all right in here, and she doesn't believe anything was intentional as far as the falling part or whatever.
Somebody fell?
Well, him falling forward.
Oh.
So that's what I'm asking, could it have been you?
No, he noticed I was trying to get by because the whole time he was trying to block my way to get a stamp and I wasn't having it. I won't lie, I'm not going to play a game with the postmaster when he's acting like a child.
Okay.
And I'm just going to go in line and wait to get a stamp.
Okay.
But I tried to sneak by and then he noticed me sneaking by and then he went, and he like,
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah.
Would you like to speak to the magistrate in reference to this assault and this entrapment and everything that you're alleging on his part?
Yes. Actually, if he's more than willing to apologize, I won't even file the
I can't
report.
guarantee an apology.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Do you want to talk to the magistrate or not?
Yes, if he doesn't want to make the apology. But
Okay.
we can settle this like men and he can sell me a stamp and I can be on my way. I can be gone in 2 seconds, or we could do a report and go through all this court stuff.
Well, I'll do a report regardless,
Yeah.
just so you both have it for records.
Absolutely.
It's just the magistrate office is behind the courthouse and you have to go over there, but I will have to call them, that's why I kind of need to know. And I can ask if he's going to apologize, probably not.
Okay. As long as you know we're allowed to record in here and he apologizes, that's all we're looking for. We're not looking for confrontation. We're not looking, for that. But as long as he does that, I'm fine. I won't press charges. I won't fill out a report, or you have to fill yours, but I won't pursue it.
Right, okay, all right.
Thank you. I appreciate your time, man.
You guys entitled to just some credit card information?
Oh, God.
Yeah, we already know that. See, that's what we were trying to, hang on. That's what we were trying to
There it is.
explain to y'all. But y'all think y'all know more than we do because you work here. Okay, we know the laws and the rules. Honestly, don't trump our
No auditor is intentionally filming credit cards.
Coming. Did you say Danny? I got a full loader, maybe. More than enough in there to eat. Find something. Huh? All that stuff can be cooked in the microwave.
Financial information, if you incidentally film it, you are allowed to technically, you are even allowed to publish what you film as long as you are not using it in a criminal way or encouraging others to use it in a criminal way. It is up to each individual person to create their own privacy with their financial information.
I'm back 10 years ago. Yes, I got it. You just want to buy a stamp, man. Yes. Yep, there you go, Pep.
Make sure you guys follow Pepperoni Audits. They did a really good job for me.
Is not apologizing, so you are free to speak with the magistrate.
I will.
If you would like for me to accompany you,
It's not going to happen. You want to do it today? You want to do it now?
Do we have to do this today? I'm kind of busy. Okay.
Can we get the case number and stuff though, so we can look it up, the case number?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I can get you all that information, and then whenever you're ready to report,
There you go.
either call up there and get it, or get the magistrate to pull it up for you.
Yep.
I appreciate that.
Case number,
Thank
all
you.
we need. Yeah, thank you so much for
So
understanding.
this is your OCA or case number. We call them OCAs down here, but that's gonna be for the report.
Appreciate you.
Yep, thank
You
you.
need me to write my name or
Do you,
anything down?
do you also have an email that I could send the video to?
Yeah, right.
Sorry, it's not professional.
Your better handwriting.
Yeah, what's your, y'all got, you don't get paid enough to get your own card, girl, what's up?
Well, we have them, but they're, I don't have any like on me right now.
You got so much other stuff on, you got no room for them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now that's a transparent right there. Yeah. That's transparent. That's what we like, that's what we like.
Details at WaynesboroPolice.com.
Thank you so much for being professional. We appreciate you. Definitely.
All right, that was interesting. Pepperoni Audits, guys.
Susan, my name's Jeremiah.
We are now at Pacific
Nice to meet you.
Northwest Accountability.
I hear that a lot, yeah.
Are you familiar with the story?
Yes. Yeah, I'm good.
What's up?
Nothing? Yep. I'd rather not say, but yeah, just out taking pictures and video.
Just right here or other places?
Wherever the hell he wants.
Everywhere.
It's a little off-putting for people to realize their pictures being taken without knowing why.
How far did you drive on the way here? 10 miles? 5 miles?
I don't know, it doesn't hurt anything for me to tell you, but I'm not sure why it's your business. I live pretty close.
Because you probably drove past 5 business cameras, probably 4 dash cameras on cars. You guys probably have cameras in the building, right? For security and whether it's outside and inside?
I don't know, I'm not aware of it.
Yeah.
Liar.
Hard to take.
Really?
The reason you chose this particular spot?
I'd rather not say. But I mean, you no harm.
Pacific
Not at all. Just out
Northwest
here
Transparency,
taking
guys,
pictures and
check
video.
them out.
It might come across a little threatening to people. It doesn't seem like you would seek that.
Well, I can't control your feelings. I can only control mine.
Oh, absolutely true.
So, I mean, I'm telling you, you don't have to believe me, but I mean, you no harm.
All right.
Yeah, I'm peaceful.
All right. Well, thank you.
Might come in
It's a lovely day to be outside.
You too. Have a good service.
Hi.
Huh?
Minding his own
What's
business.
it look like?
Exercising his First Amendment rights as allowed to under.
Bingo. I'd rather not say. Because I'd rather not say.
You don't have to.
You'd what? Well, sorry I can't help you with that.
I love that scene. Roger Rabbit's like one of my favorite movies. It's a classic.
That's not going to happen.
You need to leave. So, according to laws in most states, you do not need to leave or not be trespassed from a public sidewalk, even if you are asked to by the adjoining property.
Nothing. I'd rather not say.
It's a nice watch there. It's the color of the sun.
Have a good service.
Very, very yellow.
I like that Jeep. That's
It's
pretty
a
cool.
Ford Bronco. And I prefer the big ones, not the little tiny ones that they have listed.
The Bronco Sport was not a real Bronco.
Yeah, she had a sister window down. A window malfunction going on.
She rolled down her window as yelling at him from across the street.
That's a very safe turn you made there. Yep, driving safe through the parking lot with pedestrians all over the road. That's very smart. No, not really.
Oh, this must be Kyle.
Hi, Kyle. Kyle, hello. How are you doing today?
You gotta set things straight.
Yeah.
Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm good.
It's a nice
But
suit.
you're going to do it anyway?
It looked like his mother tied his tie for him.
You want to come to church with us today?
No, thank you. I appreciate the offer, though. That's very nice of you.
Cool. You gonna be on the news?
Oh, I highly doubt it.
Good to see you. Have a good.
What was your name?
I'm Kyle.
Kyle. I'm Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Nice to meet you. Have a good service.
There we go. We solved nothing with that conversation.
How's it going, man?
It's going good. How about you?
What's your helmet, man?
Oh, yeah, I get a lot of compliments on that.
Helmet. I want to
Hey,
see this
thank you.
helmet.
Just fine. Another one for you?
TNT? I need to see the helmet.
What was your name?
I'm James.
James Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, I saw you earlier and I was like, is that a protester or not? Like you're not gonna hurt anybody? Okay, but we're good.
Yeah, I'm just
There
out
we
there.
go. That's the attitude.
Nice building, huh?
You know, I was commenting on the landscaping.
It is very important that we exercise
That tells
our rights
more
as
about a
people
business
country,
to me
and
than
we continue
anything.
to do so. We encourage other people
not that you guys
involved in
are
doing
business.
exercising their rights. Trying to do it in as peaceful way as
people
humanly
that take care of
possible
their
and
property
make sure that we pass on these rights.
usually take care of themselves and everyone else pretty well too.
Yeah, that's something I like about my church was
What is the strangest encounter? Question right here, or over there, over there, over there.
I hate that he
What is
keeps
the strangest
interrupting
encounter
shit.
you've ever had with another person?
Every day try to
Shut
be a little
up,
more
dude.
comment.
All right, well, it's nice to meet you, Jeremiah.
You too.
Said if you're
Have a
gonna
good
talk.
service. What's that?
I said, come in and visit sometime.
Maybe. Doubtful, but maybe.
Take care.
You too.
Where did you lose your backpack?
All right. Shout out to Midwest Safety guys. This is a collection of the body cam stuff. It's very important that, that all departments transition to pathway body cam.
No, I'm asking if it was stolen. No. So sometimes in an Uber, you guys stop it and the reason why you listen.
I wonder what is being covered up here.
Okay, get out.
The great
Call,
bar.
make an appointment to come in.
I think the one to the side
Yep.
is his mom.
We're not gonna play this game with you. We're not being disrespectful.
You trying to treat me, man?
I came out here to ask you to make sure it's not stolen.
It's not stolen.
Okay,
You
but
know already.
I don't know that. How am I supposed to know?
The people that stop the Uber, they already know it.
How do they know that?
That means you know it already.
Know what?
Then my backpack is over here.
I know your backpack's here. Your backpack was inventory the other night because
¿Ves como miente? Que no tienen aquí nada.
your backpack was
Hey, you don't
inventory.
speak Spanish? No.
Your backpack was inventory because it was in a vehicle that you were not in.
I was not in.
So we need to make sure.
Why did y'all
Shut up and listen. I'm already done with you. What you need to do is listen. In order to ensure that stuff wasn't taken, we need to take it and then talk to you to make sure it's not stolen.
Nothing was stolen.
Okay, well, how long,
Do we have anyone that speaks Spanish working?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
because
That's
you
okay.
were not in a car.
But why did
Because I just explained.
¿Ves cuando me trata María? Eso es falta de respeto, María.
Okay, Jose, let me talk.
I'm letting you talk. I'm not.
You're not. You're interrupting, which makes this harder to do. The reason your stuff was removed from that car was because legal documents were in there, right?
Like mine.
Okay. So because you are not there, we can't verify that that is stolen or not stolen, or if it was accidentally left in there. So us as the police, we are not going to document property that belongs to somebody else, to somebody who is not in that car. We need to make sure it is not stolen. We need to make sure, like you say, it was left in an Uber by accident. That happens. It happens to everybody that gets in Uber sometimes. So that's why your stuff was taken. Because you were not there. If we could give it back to you, listen, if you were there, you could have been like, hey, that's my bag.
What I'm saying, man, is that you guys lied, man. You guys want to be on support with the backpack for no reason.
When did I lie?
Not you, but whoever arrested my homie.
Who arrested your homie?
The one that was an Uber, I knew him already.
So it's your
Yeah.
So you were there with the credit, wasn't me?
No, it wasn't Uber. He dropped me off there. He was about to leave, and he left the backpack for no reason.
He just tied himself up right
There's no
there.
reason for you guys to check the car.
So your buddy is an Uber driver.
In the stolen car?
Okay, so when you saw the police show up, why would you just go outside?
I wasn't there.
You just said you were in the car.
That's what I'm saying. But when y'all showed up, when police showed up, I wasn't in the car. I had my backpack.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad it wasn't like that was messed up with the machine. Like, that's a mess up you can deal with. You're not going to get mad about that kind of mess up. That's a happy mess up right there.
You just look outside and you're like, hey guys.
Because I was visiting my girlfriend already.
This is your girlfriend. Your backpack, you know, this one, wasn't it? And yes.
It was empty. Like I'm saying, your cops lied. They said I had 8 phones in there. I didn't have a single phone in there. I need my backpack back, man.
Oh, that's fine.
So he went to the police department to get his backpack that had cannabis and a bunch of stolen shit in it?
Yes, you do. Apparently.
Wow.
I guess he left it.
Amazing.
You can call me pig all you want.
Come, dude, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.
Nigga, I got
Okay.
tomorrow morning at
You're gonna listen or you're gonna go? I'm telling you, tomorrow morning, 8 a.m.
You think I'm not gonna go?
No, I think you should go.
I am gonna go, but I have my backpack. My backpack has the papers for my court date in it.
You said you're gonna court tomorrow, so you know
That's why, but I don't know the room number.
you can go into the
Man, I need my backpack, man.
Can't get it.
Yes, you can, man. You just being a oh, you want to give my backpack?
It's not open till 8, bro.
Nah, man, y'all gotta give me my backpack. Nah, man, y'all see both.
Physically cannot.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Just the one person. All of y'all are 12. I'm saying, all of y'all are pissed. I know there's someone back there working. Check my backpack right now, my phone and everything.
Oh, that was the other night.
Yeah,
And
my phone and everything. I just want my shit back.
Well, maybe you should have done that.
What do you mean I should have been there?
Wow.
You have my backpack back there. Give my shit.
It's time to go.
Nah.
Get out.
Nah, hell no. I'm about to call my sister and I'm about to tell her. Because she about to tell me you're my f***ing rice.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, stupid ass bitch.
Get out.
Suck my dick, bitch.
Get out.
Get me fucking out.
Get out.
Get me fucking out.
he's dying to go to jail, apparently.
Okay.
You'll have to stay here all night. 8 a.m. When they open, they'll get you your backpack. No problem. You can sleep here if you want.
Sir, you
Very
should probably
comfortable.
leave. They already want to put you in jail. They're already trying to tie you in and stuff.
So,
And you got court tomorrow, bro.
Don't
So
worry.
you already got another case.
8 a.m. we will give you your stuff. No problem.
I know, yo. Boss, take off your ass. Boss ass motherfucker. Oh my god. Oh, rub that over my too, bitch.
Yeah, that's weird.
Really has a.
It's fine.
Come on, send the video. There it goes. Fudge. Ooh, that sounds really good. I haven't had salmon in a while, so I like to cook it myself though. Like we cook, tastes so much better. I'm probably gonna go do that here in a little bit. Go get my sweet tea.
Thank you. That's fine.
Careful with your words. You're going to get in trouble.
Take everything off. You gonna take everything off? Yeah. Right.
The tension.
You can't take no 30 seconds. Right.
You.
That's probably why you're.
Oh, is he threatening to assault a officer? Is that what he's doing?
Hey, no assault, man.
Hold on. You just said you're gonna smack. Yeah. You threatening assault? Is that what's happening right now?
I ain't no assault, man.
You just said you're gonna smack an officer.
Man.
All right.
You slapped me. You stood.
Yeah, that's what you just did.
Before, so.
Cause you
So
you don't want to get my backpack.
We're trying to
Large,
figure out.
always large.
You can arrest me if you want, bro. I ain't leaving this.
At our McDonald's, small, medium, and large are all the same price. So you're stupid not to get a large.
place.
Well, yeah, if you're arrested, you go.
Do whatever you want. It's important. I don't go. Man, you better give me my backpack.
All right, well, we're done because we told you we can't help you with that.
Well, I ain't getting nothing.
That's fine. 8 a.m. tomorrow, you get your backpack, buddy. You follow me one more time, I'm going to place you under arrest.
Nah, man, I'm going to quit
down.
too.
That's fine. Do not come into this area. It is a closed area. This is only for police personnel only. You try to walk back here, you will be placed under arrest. This is police personnel only.
Where's my backpack, man?
If you go back here, you will be placed under arrest. I will tell you that right now.
Your backpack is inventory because you were not there to receive it that night. Now back up.
Isn't that assault?
Good
Not
night.
allowed to do that.
Nah, man, you better go bring my backpack, man.
He is dying to
Y'all
get
got
locked
it
up
back
tonight.
there.
Okay, I'm telling you, you go past this barrier, you're going to be placed under arrest. You understand me?
I need my backpack.
You understand me? Oh, you understand me?
Knocking on that.
You understand me?
I gotta give me my backpack, man.
You're going to be placed under arrest. Back it up. Okay, that's it.
Damn.
Now you're going to jail, dumbass. They gave you so many chances.
Central 37.
What? Yeah, he doesn't like this thing. I just gotta do this now.
Well, I figured maybe if I use a stronger voice.
That better be good. cat's being a pain in the butt. Yuck. 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 I don't like noodles, so anything with noodles to me is disgusting. Unless it's macaroni salad. I like that. And lasagna. Other than that, I ain't eating nothing with noodles ever. Yuck.
Can we get somebody to the front? We have a subject being detained fighting us.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got him. Got him. Get his hands. I got his legs.
Give me your hands.
I got his legs. Get him. That's fine. I got his legs.
All bad, man. You know they're gonna charge him. They're gonna get him. They're gonna get him for the assault. They're gonna get him for resisting. They're gonna get him for the threat earlier. Now he's that's prison right there. There's no plea deal on that. Back to prison there.
All right. Call him to bring you up.
Hey, I got.
No.
Hold it. No. You know I got a phone call.
No.
No.
You get me close?
You know I got a phone call.
Jose. You gonna
No. You know what a phone call, man.
Jose, you're under arrest.
I know, but I got my phone call. I know my fucking rights.
Here's your phone call. All right.
Hey, give my phone, man. Nah, give my phone, man.
Hey, I got him. Stop walking.
This is not too tight, is it? That's still too tight. You mean a hook? You want me to loosen it? Nigga, if I put that foot on you that tight, you gonna want me to do right now.
Okay.
Why you gotta act like a dumbass, man? I'm just here because I have my fucking phone, man. That brings some fucking bitches.
And we just told you.
Nah, man, that's some bullshit. I got court tomorrow, and y'all don't want to give me my shit.
He cut his fingernail a little weird right here.
Nah, man. Y'all can give me my shit. Y'all better give me my phone. I ain't getting it. Give me that phone. Hey, I have rights, man. What do you do? Give me that phone. The phone's right here. Alright. And they have my backpack. And my social security, everything, all man. All for their backpack, man. Man, this is cool, man. They took my backpack for no fucking reason. They checked the car for no reason.
Jose, you gonna listen to me? I'm gonna let you like the backpack full of cash. Until then, you're gonna stay on the floor then.
Man, I'm at his because my court date is on that backpack, the room number and everything. And then one of these bogus is here, man.
Well, we're gonna get it.
Who's the sergeant? You are?
I am.
That's what I'm saying. They're bogus still for no reason, man.
So you're gonna do what I say and we're gonna work it out?
Yeah.
So we can sit down and talk?
Yeah.
So you're gonna be gentlemen?
No, I need to call my mom.
Okay, are you gonna be a gentleman to get you up?
Yeah.
I'll let you make some phone calls.
Hey, can you grab that? Yeah, okay. Hey, the pieces around here too.
We'll get the back end. Alright? Are you gonna be good from here on out?
Man, I was never bogus for
Was they putting their hands up too? Yes or no question?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Hopefully not.
She's holding it like they put a tooth in her hand. And she's looking at it like, what tooth did you guys knock out?
Yeah.
You can harass him, man.
And I'm gonna do
And
an
you're gonna let him
investigation
do
on
everything with the
I will do an investigation on that, okay? But this is what's happening right now, okay?
Man, you're the sergeant. You can
I
go
am,
back
correct.
there,
You are.
override that and get my backpack. Why you being on some bullshit, man?
I'm gonna stand you up and we're gonna walk back to booking. Thank you.
But I'm telling you, man.
And I'm gonna let you.
Why don't you be on bullshit, man? You know you can go back there, override everything, whatever you guys say.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
You could probably try and go in there, but I don't know if they'll let you in.
Hey, it's Impact. What the hell? All right. Well, that's cool. I miss seeing them. I know, it's not funny. The guys in there smiling, laughing, not very funny.
That guy was so weird.
He is a little weird, but all right, guys, we're gonna let you keep watching. You guys have a beautiful day, and we will see you tomorrow.
I'm not gonna rewatch something I already watched.
Did you know that almost half of black-led brands are discovered by word of mouth? That means the easiest thing to do is the thing...
When I'm telling you what to do, you're not my daddy. How about that?
Let me finish what I was saying.
You can finish when I get done.
Bam! Take that.
In Jacksonville, North Carolina. We'll see if they respect their right to record out here in public. Off the main drag, this little building, this little office building, got a bunch of propane tanks right there.
I think I might have already seen this one. I might not watch it.
The main highway there. Huh? Because I can. Yeah? Yep.
Did you have permission from?
What permission do I need? Do I need permission?
Yeah, I think you do.
From who? Us who? The what? The business? What makes you think I need your permission? Huh? What makes you think I need your permission? I see them inside there, just staring, man. Right inside that window. There's dude in the red and there's two ladies in there staring. We're gonna teach them about the Constitution today and the right to record in public. While you waiting, guys, how about hitting that like button for me?
One of my favorite auditors, guys, NC Tyrant Hunter. Like, I know a lot of people that love mac and cheese, but yeah, I just can't eat noodles. Noodles, unless it's, like I said, macaroni salad I like, and lasagna. Other than that, I ain't eating nothing with noodles. Nothing.
And don't forget to subscribe to Jeff is Here Live and Tyrant Hunter News. She's taking my picture. This Yahoo's gonna do here. What's up, man? Nope, didn't ask for no help.
What's this in reference to?
What do you mean?
Are y'all filming the film?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Who are you?
I'm Jerry Andrews.
Okay.
Can I ask what you're doing it for?
You can ask.
Okay. Can I ask what you're doing it for?
You can ask.
Yeah, just did.
That don't mean I gotta tell you.
Well, there's got to be something.
If you're absolutely right.
Okay.
Absolutely right. It is for a reason.
Okay. Can I ask why?
You can. That don't mean I gotta answer.
Well, I've got to have something.
Who are you to me? You're not my daddy. I don't answer to you. Right?
I know.
I'm a grown man.
I understand
I can
that.
stand where I please. This is America, right?
It is.
Okay, right on. That's it. We film all over. You ain't the first business we went to today.
Well, I mean, it's just plain. It's like no. I mean, I have.
Yeah, you do have a right to come out here and ask questions. I don't have no obligation to tell you nothing. You know what I mean?
But you got to be filming for a reason.
I told you we filming for a reason.
But we don't have to know the reason.
No. Why would I tell you? You ain't nobody to me.
Well, daggone, but I mean, I'm just trying to find out.
Yeah, I understand it. And I just told you. We don't have to tell you why we out here.
Are you going to tell the police?
Well, I don't have to tell them either. That's what's so good about America. I'm a free American.
Well, I am
I
too.
can walk on public property all day long with a camera. And police get here, I'm gonna tell them exactly the same thing.
What's that?
Nothing. Do I look like I'm scared of the police?
I mean, I just want to know why. I mean, I ain't going to say anything to you. I mean, I just want to know why that you're sitting here filming.
I'm just out here enjoying this pretty day.
Just filming.
That's it. That's all I'm doing. That's all he's doing.
Oh, I hear you.
Glad he's here. Alright, we got Jacksonville. PD, it looks like. Come to another one.
Another piggy. 2 piggies for a cameraman. Fuck. Cops are cowards. That's what they are. They're fucking cowards. They're cowards with guns.
Chevy trucks.
And they're the biggest gang in the world.
Power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard...
There's no gang bigger than our police department. They're all friends in every area. There are good cops though, guys. I'm not saying there ain't good cops. There's great cops. But there's more bad cops than there are great cops.
Gentlemen, how can I help today? What's going on?
I didn't ask for no help.
Okay, what's going on, sir?
We out here filming.
Okay. Did they ask you to leave?
This ain't their property.
They haven't asked you to leave?
No, but this ain't their property. They got no right to ask us to leave. So good luck with that. We already looked at it. We know where we're standing.
Okay.
Your name, Williams, J. Williams? You got a number?
What's that?
You got a number, badge number?
732.
732.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha, man.
732.
I told you 2 free Americans that can walk where we please on public property.
Okay.
And that's all we doing. We making sure you honor your oath today. Another thing we're doing. Educating these guys that they got no control over out here. That's what we do.
So when you carry hazardous material.
No, hey, I would be nervous. I would be nervous if you didn't come out asking. I know. I didn't have a problem with you asking me questions. It don't mean I got to answer none of them.
Talking to customers, doesn't have y'all?
No, we not. We ain't seen no customers. We talked to that guy. The women's in there. I hadn't talked to nobody. We're not out here for no nefarious reason, man. All we want to do is film like 2 free Americans. That's all. That's what I explained to this gentleman. Okay. You got, if I go on your property, you got all control, right? You have no control where I'm standing right now. B. Thomas, you got a number?
Property line right there? Yes.
Ma'am, you got a number.
I do. I don't have to give it to you.
You don't have to give it to me. Y'all policy don't state that you got to identify yourself
Officer Brittany Hoffman.
without a number. Not sure why you got an attitude.
Well, she's
So why you got an attitude? Oh, we just two free Americans with filming for a beautiful day.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on.
Well, that's all. I just told you what was going on. That's it. That one out there, she's a tyrant. I can tell that already.
Sir, do you want me to be in your business? Do you want the name from your business? So if they're seeing us all the time, your parking lot
I mean, I'm not going to have any ill will towards anybody.
I told you the exact same thing. I got no ill will, no ill intent. We just out here filming. That's all we do. And she's a tyrant. You don't want to give her a number. See, that's what we're looking for right there. Her. And I wasn't trying to be. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful or anything, right? I would just say to you, but I don't even have to talk to you, sir. I really don't.
I know, but is it investigative?
No, I got you, baby. Hey, I would, like I said a while ago, I'd be concerned if you didn't come out and ask us what we were doing.
Right.
That still don't mean I got to tell you. But now you know what I'm doing. Right?
What?
What am I doing?
Filming.
Yeah, there you go. We want to make sure our rights are respected on public property. What's up, big dog? Why? Whoa. What the fuck are you doing?
Greg, come on.
What are you doing, dude? Are you f***ing serious?
Greg,
Are you f***ing serious? You're gonna get f***ing if you don't back the f*** off me.
Greg, come on.
I tell you right now, cuz, that one more time. You about to get f***ed, big dog.
I know, but I mean, seriously, let's go.
Now that right there pissed me off, and you about to got f***ed all in the face, cuz. I'll drop you like a f***ing rag. Think I won't. Come on back over here again. Come on back over here, Big Daddy. Come on. Come on, tough guy. He's back the hell up off me. Drop you like a rag, cuz. Come on back over here. Come on back over here, big dog. You ain't that bad, mama. You ain't that bad.
Just go. Let me talk to these guys and see if we can sort it.
He don't take directions too good, does he?
Let's get everybody back in on. Okay.
Bye.
Okay.
Go back to work.
I'm
you
off.
too.
I'm off.
Well, come on, check me out then. He might got all up in the face, dude. I was fixing to blast him.
Y'all just go in. Let me take care of this. Okay, so you're doing.
Now you see what he just did?
Yeah, but you're doing investigative work.
It don't listen. I'm done talking. That guy right there almost got fucking hurt.
Okay, well I'm just asking you.
He had no right to do what he just did. All right, I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying not to be an asshole, dude. I'm telling you, you're not gonna get nothing else. We out here, two free Americans with video cameras. That's it. That's all we're doing.
Fine, just step inside.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Would you be willing to provide your name and date of birth?
No,
Will you, sir? Neither of you want to provide your name or date of birth?
not required. Because you're tired of this about education. You wanted us to leave here, right? And you don't have no right to ask me to do that.
Sorry.
Sergeant,
Yes, sir.
what's that, Potter?
Yes, sir.
A. Potter?
That's
Okay.
it.
All right.
We're not hurting anybody.
What's up?
Okay. What would you like to be done, sir?
If I know what the reasoning why they were doing this,
Okay.
I don't have no problem with them filming anything in the world.
Okay.
Well, it don't matter if he did or not. We're not on his property. You can't do nothing about it standing right here.
if you are not on his property, that is correct.
That's right, and his property is right there.
Okay.
We're not on his property, this is state property.
I understand that.
And let me clarify that. Didn't I say it was right there, that fence line?
To start with, you said that they were on their property, wanted them to move.
Okay, so
Anyway.
as long as you guys remain off their property.
We already know, we grown, we know what to do.
Okay.
We know what to do, okay?
Well, then that's it.
Thank you.
All right, so no.
Have a good day. Have a good day. We already know not to step on their property. You don't.
I haven't
Please
done
save your
yet,
breath.
sir.
Save your breath.
As long as you're not
Save
interfering
your
with
breath. We know all this. Come on.
All right.
Don't. You don't got to give me directives. We don't got to give you directives. We're two grown men. We know what to do.
Okay.
All right.
I
Don't
have
give
to
us
say it,
directives.
though. I have
Well,
to
say
say
it
it.
walking that way because I don't want to hear it.
Again, though.
Again, I'm on public property. You can't do nothing about it.
I'm not asking you.
All right, then go back to work.
Okay.
That's how you do that. Don't give me directives. I don't know. They're gonna go in there and start cosplaying and doing all that bullshit. She's gonna give me directives. They always got to get. Oh, I got to do this. No, you don't. You just walk away and say it to yourself. Make sure y'all hit that like button, guys. Do not forget to hit that. It tells YouTube that y'all like my content.
This guy's parked in the handicap spot. No placard. Sir, you're parked in a handicap spot. Why are you parked in a handicap spot?
Why is he parked sideways in a handicap spot is my question.
Shouldn't park here. That's kind of evil. That's another handicap spot. You like being held accountable.
Seriously, what is this guy doing? He couldn't park in a spot properly.
I just want to know if there's a reason he thinks it's okay to park in a handicap spot.
What are you doing?
Why are you parking in handicap spots?
Why are you videotaping?
Because you're parking in a handicap
I'm trying
spot.
to get away from you.
We're doing a story about people that park in handicap spots.
You're not. You've got some other objective.
I have. No, what are you talking about? You shouldn't park in handicap spots. Wife or his mom?
Since he couldn't park in the handicap, he wanted to park in the entryway.
Damn, he's just jumping off the curb.
Just needed to park in a proper parking spot.
See guys, look at that. 1 minute later, a gentleman needed the handicap spot. So we've had a few weeks ago a couple of Karen employees of the USPS say, oh, this will be over in a couple of years. We're going to privatize the post office. Fact, that'll never happen. For as long as we require mail service at each and every single address in the United States. For as long as it is a requirement and necessity, the post office will never be privatized. What are you doing? What's that? What are you doing?
You have a license?
Do I need a license?
Yeah.
I don't think I do.
Yeah?
A license to practice public photography. That's funny.
I think my license is written into the Bill of Rights.
I see. Okay. Let me go to City Hall and get back to you.
All right. You'll get educated down there, but thank you.
Oh, I'm the engineer there. You will get educated.
Absolutely not.
Engineer? I have a truck train. You're going to be the engineer of my truck train?
May I ask why you think we need a license or a permit to film?
Why are you
Well, answer my question first.
Why did you ask me? Can I?
We don't have to ask. That's part of having rights in this country. But why would you think we need a permit?
I'm dropping a letter here.
Yeah. But why would you think we need a license or a permit? Explain that to me at least. Like, where did you learn that information?
What are you doing?
For a second there, I thought she was going to fix her parking job, but I guess not.
Exercising my rights.
I know you exercise it. We all have rights.
Yeah.
But what are we doing here?
Exercising my rights by filming in public. But may I ask, what made you believe, like, who told you they need a permit to film in public? Because that's not true. I just want you to understand that.
You know what this is? This is federal property.
It's public property. It's not federal. It's public property.
It's federal.
Okay. I'll let you continue to believe that. I'll let you continue to believe that.
I am with you. We are the people.
Yeah.
But you know, he's putting his camera on me.
I haven't moved.
That Tesla right there is recording.
You want to go stop the Tesla?
Everywhere they're recording.
Which is fine.
No, it isn't fine.
We're all recording. You can't think about my camera if you're not thinking about their camera.
Either or.
Pick a side, man. Pick a side.
He's gonna pick
You're
the
either
side of
pro-camera or anti-camera. This is why the aliens won't visit us. Because of people like you.
Don't talk to them.
Don't let him scare you.
Hey, what's your channel?
Pardon?
You got a channel? You do video too?
Doing this for myself and anybody that I can share.
He's going to disseminate his interactions with his friends and family. Great job.
Oh, okay. I thought you had a channel or
I'm
something.
wondering why you guys are disguised if you're using your free speech rights.
I'm in trick-or-treating. I don't know about these guys.
Huh?
I'll let you know. So we go out and we express our First Amendment.
In disguise because
That's
you're
right.
afraid to do so?
No, let me finish, yeah? So the First Amendment also covers freedom of self-expression.
Right.
Meaning we can wear whatever we choose to.
Right.
Right? Just look at Muslim women wearing burqas, hijabs.
Right.
Are you going to tell a Muslim woman to take off her burqa?
Well, that's a different thing.
No,
I don't
it's the
think
same
are
thing.
you a Muslim woman?
No, I don't have to.
Are you
be.
a what?
It's
Well,
called
that's the
freedom
whole
of
point.
self-expression.
You're infringing
On
on
Halloween,
their
do you
rights
ask
to
every kid? On Halloween, do you ask every kid to take
On
off his mask?
Halloween, we know the kids will be dressed up.
Oh, and why do we have that? Why can we dress like that?
Because
we have freedom of self-expression under the First
Because
Amendment.
it's also a good
So you're
thing
questioning our privacy, right?
Yes, but you're invading mine.
When will they understand that there is no
God, you don't
privacy
have any
while out in public?
privacy in public.
No, because you have none in
There's
public.
no privacy in public.
Well, how come you're dressed like me?
No privacy in public. We created it.
I'm a ninja. Yeah, you're a ninja. Should.
There's no privacy in public, so we created it.
Yeah. That's
If you want to-
why are you so needful of hiding?
We're educating people.
What are you
This
trying
is
to do?
we're trying to educate people.
Why do you have to know what we're doing?
We're trying to educate people to remind them that there's no privacy in public. If you want privacy in public, you have to create it yourself. Exactly
Now
like
I've
that.
got privacy.
Like now I don't even know who
There
you
you
are.
go.
Now all the cameras
How
that record.
ridiculous are we?
We aren't ridiculous for exercising our rights. Doing so is very important.
Now all the cameras that
Yeah.
record.
Ridiculous.
Mind you, this is only if you desire privacy.
Right.
I'm not telling you to put a mask on. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You're using the same tactics that was used in Germany.
What tactics are those?
Recording in public?
Well, basically, they tried to intimidate by
Recording in public?
well, taking note of
You're
people.
an idiot, dude.
No,
By recording, so they.
so what are you
No
doing with it?
espionage, there's none of that
What are you
stuff
doing
happening.
with
We're
it?
posting it on social media to educate other people on our First Amendment rights.
That's it. You don't have anything indicating that.
Well, we're doing transparency, right? We're speaking.
That's
to
what we're communicating.
Transparency is
No violence?
when you're standing over here hiding.
Oh my God, you're
I'm
an
not
idiot.
hiding. I'm right in
you
front of
have
everybody.
nothing to indicate what you're doing.
Am I supposed to put a
How do
sign
you
right
know I
here?
would-
That's
You
just
would
like
have
what the
to
Jews
indicate
did.
Exactly.
to everyone.
That's
what
exactly
we're
what the
Put
Jews.
a star right here,
You want me
so
to start?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, listen,
what are you saying?
don't bring them in. I had a couple
Thank you to the gentleman in the back. We appreciate you.
of high school mates who were.
Look, do you understand the comparison?
No.
You don't understand the comparison.
Well, no. The whole thing is we're in a country where you're communicating and you're identifying who you are and what your purpose is. Otherwise, you may have corrupt purposes.
We live in a country.
And that's the way it is.
We live in a country where we have a right to our privacy.
But you're taking my privacy and putting it into public media.
Sir,
You have
you're
no
in
privacy
public.
in public.
You have privacy in your home.
In your home. If I was in your house filming you, I would understand, but we're not in your house.
Or in a private business, but we're
You're
out in
not in a
public.
private business. You're on federal property.
Which is public property, sir.
Yes.
I pay taxes.
Exactly.
So do we.
So we're allowed to be here. This is public
We're all
property.
public.
Why are you so nosy about what we're doing? You
Because
can't just
I'm a
mind your own
veteran.
business?
He's shaking a little bit. Remember what the policeman said a couple days ago. He's old and shaking, just let him be after they have already harassed us.
And thank you
Don't
for
touch
observing.
me.
When I came back,
You
we had
fought for these
symbols like
rights.
this, taking photographs of
Spitting on you and saying,
Wow.
that kind of thing.
Wow.
Not me.
They were using it to identify protesters.
Sir, so you fought for our rights to be here masked. No, in public.
I did not fight for your right to infringe on my personal.
You don't have a right to privacy, sir. There's no such thing. I don't know why you. Where did you get that from? Who told you there's a right to privacy in public?
Basically, if you were in a news program, you have to sign off a consent.
So is everybody that's misinformed getting their information just like this man?
Who told you that?
wrong. That's not true.
CNN records people all the time.
TMZ posts Brad Pitt eating lunch all the time.
Well, that's Brad Pitt.
Right. Well, what's the difference between me and
Brad Pitt is a person, is a public person.
Oh, he's famous. No, that's not a
Yes,
thing.
it is.
That's
There's
not-
okay, so famous people don't have a right to privacy, but you
They
do.
have a right to privacy.
So why do they get photographed when they're eating?
Because you have
You-
people.
they just made you look like an
Does Brad
idiot.
Pitt sue them, or who sues who?
Well, the prince, what was his name?
You can't sue somebody.
Well, that's what we're educating. Come on, you know what I'm trying to say. That's what we're just educating people on. That you have no privacy in public.
You are not educating anybody because
We're
you're
trying.
deceiving people.
You're trying.
Deceive how do we deceive
You're
anyone?
taking pictures of people who have no need to be taken pictures of, who have no desire to be
Well, why don't you say that to all the cameras that photograph you? Every Tesla you walk by records you.
Those
Just
are
for walking by.
security cameras. You are
These
not
are my
security
security cameras. This is my security camera.
Attacking you.
You came up. You kind of came up all you know a little aggressive. You walked very.
You remind me of very bad things.
That's why I'm recording you.
And
Just
I'm
in case you
watching
want to attack.
You gotta make sure.
demonstrations where it's
Veterans should not be
ineffective.
Well, don't tap into.
Oh, man. I guess I'm going to go, guys. Gotta go get my sweet tea. I haven't had one today. I had Pepsi earlier. It was pretty good. But, sweet tea. Gotta get my sweet tea. Bye, guys.